Concentre-toi. When you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
U-Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Theraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bagues Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.
Good evening, Canada and swimming fans from across the land, and welcome to the 2025 U-Sports Swimming Championships on CBC. We are live from the University of Toronto, where the best collegiate swimmers in the nation have gathered to compete for national glory. I'm Amos Vang, and alongside my partner, 2024 U-Sports Top 8 Academic All-Canadian and former Varsity Blues standout, Ainsley McMurray, we are your commentators for this entire event, and we are thrilled to bring you all live action.
Thank you, Amos. Absolutely. This is the pinnacle of university swimming in Canada, and what a stage we have here at U of T, a program rich in history and success. Looking at the past champions, the Varsity Blues have been dominant on the women's side, winning the last 3 consecutive titles, while UBC has been a force on the men's side for much of the past decade. But Toronto took home the men's title last year, and you know they'll be looking to defend it on home turf.
That's right, Ainsley. And speaking about dominant programs, you can't forget about UBC. UBC leads all time with 24 men's titles, while Toronto sits right behind with 18. On the women's side, it's neck and neck. Toronto and UBC each have 20 titles to their name, setting up a fascinating battle between these two rival powerhouses.
And if the latest U-Sports Top 10 rankings are any indication, this year's championships are going to be intense. The UBC women come in as the top-ranked team, but Calgary and Toronto are right behind them. On the men's side, UBC is also ranked first, with Toronto and Calgary rounding out the top 3. But rankings don't win championships, Amos. Performances in the pool does.
Absolutely, Ainsley. And we've got some standout athletes to keep an eye on throughout the weekend. We have not 1, not 2, but 4 Olympians in the pool, all from the UBC Thunderbirds. On the men's side, Finley Knox is a 2-time Olympian and made 4 finals at the 2024 Games in Paris this past summer. He is the 2024 World Champion in the 200 IM and the current Canadian record holder. Blake Tierney also represented Canada at the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris and was a 5-time medalist at the 2023 Pan Am Games in Santiago.
That's right, Amos. And also hailing from UBC are Emma O'Cronin and Kayla Sanchez. Emma O'Cronin made her debut in Paris, racing in the prelims of the women's 4x200 freestyle relay to help the team to a 4th place finish, while Kayla Sanchez represented Canada at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, earning a silver and bronze medal in the relays. In 2023, she opted to swim for the Philippines and did just that at the Paris 2024 Games.
And that's just 4 of the 370 student athletes from 26 universities across the country who are here today. Well, Ainsley, what's in store for day 1?
Day 1 is loaded with high-stakes events, starting with both Emma O'Cronin and Kayla Sanchez in the women's 200 free. Then we move into the 100 backstroke, where 2 Calgary Dinos are the top seeds, and the 100 butterfly, where we'll first see Finley Knox. Later, we'll see the 50 backstroke and the grueling 400 individual medley, where U of T's Jacob Gallant will be battling for his 4th straight national title. And that's what we call a grand slam in swimming.
We'll also cap off the night with the always exciting 4x100 freestyle relay where every swimmer on the team has to deliver under pressure. Well, with championship banners and national pride on the line, it's going to be an electric atmosphere here at the Varsity Pool. We'll be bringing you live coverage of every race, so stay with us as we witness history in the making, and whoever will come out on top, we're just getting started at the 2025 U Sports Swimming Championships. You're watching U Sports on CB.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome, bienvenue à la U Sports National Swimming Championships.
And we're back with live action here. Day one finals of the 2025
Up first, we have our first event, Heat 1, your C final of your women's 200-meter freestyle.
In Heat 1, we have Ayana Gagne from UVic. In Lane 2, we have Gabrielle Schenk from U Alberta. In Lane 3, we have Ella Howe from UM. In Lane 4, we have Hannah Johnson from the University of Calgary. Dans le couloir 5, nous avons Iris Tinmouth de McGill. In Lane 6, we have Emma Carrier-Clark from Dalhousie. In Lane 7, Laura Willer from the UBC Thunderbirds. And in Lane 8, Claire Bennett from the UFC Dinos.
Your fastest qualifier in Lane 4, 2:03.83. That is Hannah Johnson. And the UFC Dinos fastest qualifier for this heat, I should say, in particular, the C final.
Another person to watch in this heat is Iris Tinmouth in Lane 5. She is a powerhouse in the longer distances, so I think she'll be really excited to watch, especially in the second half of this race where she'll be ready to make her move.
So given that this is a 25-meter pool, this will be 8 lengths of the pool. As all the swimmers get ready to get onto the blocks.
Another interesting swimmer to watch is going to be in Lane 7, Laura Willer. Laura is originally from Montreal and moved out to Vancouver for university. She is originally a 200 butterflyer, so seeing her try out the 200 free here, she'll have that 200 power and speed, but a very different stroke than what she's used to doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, as we mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast, Ainsley, you were competing for the U of T Varsity Blues just last year. So now, being on the other side on the broadcast looking in, how does it feel?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I didn't know what it would be like coming back to U Sports. Like, of course I miss it, but this is my first time doing it. I'm very excited. And it's super nice to be able to be here, watch my friends race, and comment on their performances. Let's take a look.
Absolutely, as we now get set, here we go with the first event. C final, women's 200 meters freestyle. Eighth length to the pool. Here is 200-meter freestyle C final.
So off to a quick start in lane 3, we have Ella Howe from UM. The 200 freestyle is really interesting because you don't want to go out too fast. You want to make sure that you're still going to have some in the end. So let's see. Ella is taking it out strong. Let's see if she can bring it back.
The first lane touch is going to go to lane 2, Gabriella Schenk. Time at 28:30. That's the quarter point of this event.
Donc on va voir maintenant, on est à 75 mètres. C'est vraiment le début de la course, tout peut changer, mais à date, c'est vraiment à l'égalité. J'ai aucune idée c'est qui va le remporter. De ce que je vois de ici, le couloir 2 est encore en avance, mais comme j'ai dit, regardez Iris Tinmouth de McGill, elle va vraiment faire une poussée le deuxième 100 mètres.
Ella Howe takes the halfway point. 59.84 is her time at the touch of the wall.
So a really good indicator here to know how people are doing is looking at the legs. The people that have a lot of white water are the ones that are going to be able to bring it home. If the legs start to die, that's when you know you're a little bit in trouble. So right now what I'm seeing is lane 8's legs look pretty good. So it'll be coming down to the wire this race.
That's length 6th rather. Still going to go to Ella Howe. 1:31.64 is her time at the touch. Here we go, the last 2 lengths.
Et c'est ici qu'on voit vraiment les jambes de Gabriella Schenk qui s'en vient pour son dernier 50. Ce que je vois, c'est le couloir 2, 3 et 4. Ça va être vraiment la course, mais on ne sait jamais. Tout le monde peut faire une remontée à la fin de cette course.
It's a tight race down on the wall, but it looks like lane 4's Hannah Johnson will have the slight edge. Can she get to it? Yes, she will. 2:02.87 is the final time picked up by Hannah Johnson.
And that is a whole second faster than she went this morning. That's what you're going to notice throughout the session is a big drops from the morning to the night with the adrenaline.
So a good effort made there by Hannah Johnson of the University of Calgary Dinos. 2:02.87, improving from her previous qualifying time over in this morning. As we get it set up for the next heat. Here we go with another 8 more lengths of the pool. Here is the B final.
So in lane 1 from the University of Calgary Dinos, Emily DeJager. In lane 2 from your U of T Varsity Blues, Katie Maravino. Dans le couloir 3 de McGill, Naomi Lowe. Dans le couloir 4 de l'Université Manitoba, Kelsey Filion. In lane 5 from the University of Western Mustangs, Danielle Treasure. In lane 6 from Guelph, Liz Greaves. In lane 7 from the UBC Thunderbirds, Bridget Burton. And in lane 8, also from the UBC Thunderbirds, Jade Lowe.
Bridget Burton will take the first touch at the quarter point. 27.95 is her time.
Bridget Burton specializes in backstroke, so it's also really interesting to see her, this like crossover in U Sports. To score the most points, you want to be swimming 4 events. So a lot of people will dip their toe in things that they don't necessarily specialize in. So it's really nice to see her dominating in something that's not her specialty.
And so far, dominating she is, almost a full body length ahead of the rest of the competition. She touches at the halfway point first. 58.82 is her time at the touch.
So Danielle Treasure in lane 5 actually competes for Barbados. That's where she's from and grew up. So it's very nice to see some international blood in U Sports. She is a powerhouse, performed amazingly at OUA. So let's see what she's able to do here.
Here's the 6th length now in this B final. First touch will still go to Bridget Burton at 1:29.85.
And in second place, we had Liz Greaves from Guelph. This is a little bit of a surprising swim for her. I think she's surprising herself. Not typically a name that you would necessarily hear at this level at U Sports. This is a really big jump for her. I think she's going to be really happy with this swim.
She has certainly dominated this event, and she will come down the wall first with the touch at 2 minutes, 9-0. Congratulations to her. She takes the B final.
Donc, on voit ici des vraiment grosses améliorations entre les temps de ce matin et ce soir. Toutes ces performances, je pense de ce que je vois, étaient des meilleures performances de ce matin. Donc, je pense que toutes les filles dans l'eau ou qui sortent de l'eau en ce moment vont être vraiment fières. Nous allons maintenant passer à la finale A, notre première finale A de la soirée, où on va avoir 2 Olympiennes. Oh, ça va être toute une course.
Now, with a finishing time like that, with Bridget Burton, 2:00.90. She would have actually qualified if she made that time in the mornings for the A final, which is what we're going into right now. So certainly a huge improvement for her. But now it's the big one. Here's the start list for the A finals of the women's 200-meter freestyle. All eyes on lane 4, Kayla Noel Sanchez. She's someone to look out for. And lane 5's Emma O'Croynan.
In lane 1 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 3 times U-Sport medalist Brooklyn Weens. In lane 2 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2024-25 Canada West 200-meter freestyle bronze medalist Cameron Stanner. In lane 3 from the UBC Thunderbirds, defending 200-meter freestyle national champion Anna Dumont-Bélanger. In lane 4 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2-time Olympian Kayla Noel Sanchez. In lane 5 from the UBC Thunderbirds, Paris 2024 Olympian Emma O'Croynan. Raphaël Tremblay, 6 fois médaillée lors du championnat RSEQ, étant nommée la 2024-25 athlète féminine par excellence du Québec. In lane 7 from the McGill Martlets, 3-time RSEQ 2024-25 gold medalist Maya McGann. In lane 8 from the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, 4-time OUA medalist Tegan McKenzie. She will definitely be one to keep an eye on during this race.
So 5 UBC Thunderbirds take on this A final, 2 of which are Olympians, 1 of which is a 2-time Olympian. This event is a star-studded one, Ainsley.
Yes, definitely. But all eyes might be on the 2 Olympians, but don't discount lane 3. She is the defending national champion in this event. She will definitely be wanting to give those 2 a run for their money to solidify her place, if not on the podium, on the top spot of the podium. This bodes really well for UBC's relay, that's for sure. That will be tomorrow night.
8 lengths of the pool. This is the A final of the women's 200-meter freestyle.
I mean, just look, like, right off the blocks. They have such, like, dominant starts and underwaters. Kayla Sanchez and Emma O'Croynan already distancing themselves from the field. Anna Dumont-Bélanger doing her best to stay with them, definitely. Imagine, like, this training environment. These 5 girls together pushing each other day in and day out. And trust me, those are not the only 200 freestylers they have on their team.
And they certainly are pushing each other. The first touch at the quarter-way point with a time of 27:45 is going to go to Kayla Noel Sanchez.
And that is extremely fast to be out. But again, like I said before, don't discount lane 3. She has a killer back end. Tegan McKenzie from U of T in lane 8, trying to hang in there with the group. One person that I was personally really surprised to see was lane 7, Maya McGann from McGill. She is traditionally a 200 IMer. I personally know her as a sprint freestyler. So seeing her, she was really happy with her performance this morning to sneak into that A final.
Sanchez touches first again at the halfway point. 56.85 is her time. And also to take a look at the record so far, the meet record is 153.19 in this particular event.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if that meet record goes down. I have a feeling that both Kayla Sanchez and Emma O'Croynan will be under that record. This is a very exciting way to start the meet. They are really going for it, and that's really what you want to see here.
Sanchez, 125.86. She may be looking on record pace. The question is, how far will she go? Swimmers now coming down to the final length. It's still going to be looking, or not the final length, rather.
Yeah, Kayla Sanchez, I think she's got it in the bag here, solidifying her spot as the 2024-2025 Can West Swimmer of the Year, first team All-Star. She really dominated that swim. 154.74, holy.
So, yep, that's the final length. 154.74 will actually beat the pool record, but will not get the meet record, but still a great performance from Kayla Sanchez.
Yeah, we've had some very fast swimmers throughout history in U Sports. The meet record held by Rebecca Smith, who did a year at U of T and then transferred to Calgary. She is very, very fast, have left their legacy. She was on that same relay with Kayla that won in Paris. So now we can welcome the men's C final of the 200 freestyle. Dans le couloir 1, nous avons Étienne Courchaine de l'Université Québec Trois-Rivières. In lane 2 from MAC, we have Emilio Gonzalez Marcial. In lane 3 from the UBC Thunderbirds, Olivier Risk. In lane 4 from UVic, Elijah Agostiniali Stool. Dans le couloir 5 de McGill, Ossine Fedag. Dans le couloir 6 de Ottawa, Colin Shearer. Dans le couloir 7 de McGill, Bruno Duhem-Lemlin. Et dans le couloir 8 de l'Université de Montréal, Raphaël Blama.
Agostiniali Stool with the fastest time in this final, the C final. Here they go with 8 lengths of the pool.
Donc nous avons vraiment un gros groupe de la RSEQ dans cette série, 2 de McGill, 1 de Ottawa et 1 de l'UDM. Ça représente vraiment l'intensité qu'ils ont là-bas. C'était vraiment une bonne course au RSEQ. J'ai pu y assister et voir. Et là, les voir au U-Sport compétitionner encore, c'est vraiment c'est bien à voir. Ossine Fedag, par contre, est plus un nageur de sprint crawl. Donc, le voir dans le 200 libre, c'est vraiment impressionnant.
So Ossine Fedag will get the first touch at 25.61 in the quarter point of this particular final.
Ouais, il sort avec beaucoup de vitesse. C'est vraiment son histoire de sprint. Il va être capable de bien finir cette course. Il s'entraîne super bien, super fort. Quelqu'un à regarder, c'est dans le couloir 7, Bruno Duhem-Lemlin. C'est un nageur aussi, plus de sprint, mais il y a aussi une histoire du 400 libre. Donc, je pense qu'il va pouvoir faire une remontée à la fin de cette course.
Fadag again, 53.31 at the halfway point. Looking pretty strong so far, about to distance himself about a half body length rather.
It's really interesting looking at the events that we had this morning. There's some really tight cutoffs, like people who came 9th or who came 17th who could have snuck into that A and are now, with the adrenaline, elevating to a level that they should have been in the heat. We saw it before. Bridget Burton probably could have snuck into the A. So it's nice seeing them having their strong performances now.
Fadag, 1:21.33 at the three-quarter way point. Here they come, in the final stretch. Fadag will look to take this in dominating fashion, but not without a fight, as Fadag will touch first. 1:48.83 is the time for him.
Yeah, so this was an extremely strong event today.
So you can catch the best U Sports men's hockey teams as they face off in the 2025 BioSteel University Cup live from Ottawa from March 20th to 23rd. Watch live on CBC Gems, CBCSports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube, U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
And now we will start the B final of the men's 200 free. In lane 1 from the Horns, Rain Arden. In lane 2 from University of Ottawa, Noah Taylor. In lane 3 de McGill, Mats Baradat. In lane 4 from Carleton, Finn Tuck. Dans le couloir 5 de McGill, Artyom Volodin. Dans le couloir 6 de McGill, Jules Guérin. Dans le couloir 7 de UBC, Joel Blanco. And in lane 4 from your University of Toronto, Varsity Blues, Quinn Matisse.
Here we go. Here comes the B final. 8 lengths of the pool.
This was an extremely hard A final to make. Finn Tuck in lane 4 was only 5/100ths away from sneaking into that A. But it's not just him. These top guys in this heat would be national level caliber. Like, they are the fastest in the country as well. It was just such a competitive A final to make this morning, Amos.
Just like that, Rain Arden will touch first at the quarterway point. 24.43 is his time so far as they continue on with this final.
Donc, un autre groupe de 3 hommes de McGill dans cette série. Imagine avoir les 2 de la série C et les 3 dans cette série s'entraîner ensemble. Ça doit être vraiment une bonne corde de garçons qui se poussent de jour en jour pour s'améliorer.
At the wall halfway point, it's going to go to Artyom Volodin. 53.03 at the halfway point. It's still a close fight.
Yes, only 1/100th separating our top seed and our second seed so far. Finn Tuck from Carleton, I mean, he's been a standout star for their program. I think that he's really not only been elevated by the program, but has elevated his teammates around him with his performances. So it's nice to see that diversity of teams in this final.
I mean, I got to say, as a Carleton Raven myself, a former Carleton Raven alum, it's very good to see Finn Tuck now touching first at 1:20.78.
Yeah, we can see their kicks going. These guys are ready for this final lap of the race. We can sit back and watch and see who's got it. But let's not discount lane 8, Quinn Matisse making a push at the end. I think that he might be able to catch them. Let's watch.
As the fight goes to the round, Finn Tuck will take this final. The B final, 1:48.39. The Carleton Raven will take this. I mean, I gotta be honest. Like, I mean, I'm an alum of the Carleton Ravens and also the Ottawa GGs as well. So it's gotta represent a little bit, you know.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm definitely biased towards our Varsity Blues. What an exciting race as these men clear the pool.
And now here comes the big one with the A final coming up of the men's 200-meter freestyle.
Yeah, so like I mentioned before, this was an extremely difficult final to make. I mean, you have some big names in this pool right now. Kieran Stone, Bill Dongfang, like they are going to be contenders throughout the whole entire competition. I mean, Benjamin Winterborn set a U Sports record in the 50 backstroke, OUA record in the 50 backstroke. All big names. Stephen Calkins has represented Canada multiple times. So yeah, let's get this heat going. In lane 1, from the Calgary Dinos, Stephen Calkins. In lane 2, de l'Université de Sherbrooke, Maxime Lafleur. In lane 4, from the UBC Thunderbirds, Jake Gaunt. Dans le couloir 4, the Mustang de Western, Kieran Stone. In lane 5, from the University of Toronto, Varsity Blues, Bill Dongfang. In lane 6, from the University of Alberta, Paul McKenzie. In lane 6, from the University of Toronto, Varsity Blues, lane 7, Benjamin Winterborn. And in lane 8, from the University of Victoria, Keir Ogilvie.
So yeah, certainly a very stacked event so far as the swimmers prepare to get back on the blocks for the A final.
Yeah, a big diversity in our cast here. Stephen Calkins, sprint freestyler, really doesn't specialize in the 200 free. Benjamin Winterborn, I'd say, is a sprint backstroker. Here, Ogilvie, 100 butterflyer. So it's really interesting to see like how much, and Bill Dongfang as well, 100 butterflyer. They're really stretching themselves here in this 200 free and still performing really well. I mean, 1:47.58 as your top seed, Kieran Stone, Western Mustangs. That's just such an impressive time. And Bill Dongfang from U of T really not far behind. 2:100 separating these two guys. I mean, this is going to be a dogfight. And like we've seen, a lot of people not necessarily took it out easy in the morning, but maybe more conservative. So I think there's going to be a lot of people elevating tonight. Ben Winterborn has shown that he can be 1:46 in the 200 free, so he's definitely one to watch. It's going to be a big race, very, very exciting. All I can say is I'm excited to watch this one.
And so am I. As the names have been called and all the swimmers are ready, lights are on, here we go. As this group, the A finals, will begin very shortly. Eight lengths of the pool. Here is the A final of the men's 200-meter freestyle.
Et dès le début, Stephen Calkins, il sort vraiment vite dans le couloir 1. Comme j'ai dit, c'était un sprinter, donc pour lui, sa vitesse en sortant de la course est vraiment là. Il a vraiment des bons skills de natation, des bonnes coulées, une bonne vitesse, donc il sera un à regarder. Et aussi dans le couloir 8, Keir Ogilvie de l'Université de Victoria. Originalement un nageur de l'Université de la Colombie-Britannique. Il a fait son bac là-bas. Il est allé vivre en Australie pour quelques années pour s'entraîner pour l'année olympique.
Keir Ogilvie will touch the wall first at the quarter-way point as they are now approaching the halfway point just like that.
Yeah, Keir Ogilvie really solidifying his lead, maybe half a body length ahead of the rest of the pack. But again, like I said, in this 200 free, you can go out as fast as you want. It's are you able to finish? And one person who's always been really good at that is Kieran Stone. He just has that 400 speed in him where he's able to close on any race. And Bill Dongfang the same. He's the last person that you want to have on your heels in the last 50 of a race because he will catch you. He has that, he's a little speed demon, almost like he saves up and then kind of races only the last 50.
And just like that, we have a switch in the lead. It's Paul McKenzie, 1:19.59 at the three-quarter waypoint.
Yeah, Paul McKenzie, originally from Calgary, is now in Alberta for his 5th year. Really dominant performance from him right now. But I'm telling you, all eyes are on Kieran Stone and Bill Dongfang right now as they come into the wall.
It's a fight to the best, to the last one. Who will touch the wall? It will be Paul McKenzie. 1:47.02 is his time. He was behind for the majority of the race, but caught up at the three-quarter waypoint and took it home by just 5/100ths of a second.
Yeah, it's risky sometimes to wait until the last minute to try to come back on your competitors. Paul McKenzie really held in, but Bill Dongfang was doing everything he could. And sneaking in third place in lane 7, Benjamin Winterborn from U of T to round out that podium. Good for us to have 2 people in that top 3.
Great stuff from the A finals. We're just getting started here, ladies and gentlemen, here at the 2025 U Sports Swimming Championships. For those of you watching on our on the CBC Sports YouTube channel, remember to kick the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click on the bell notification icon so you'll always be notified whenever the CBC uploads.
So right now, about to dive into the water is the C final of the women's 100 breaststroke. In lane 1 from the Horns, McKenna Wood. In lane 2 from the Brock Badgers, Adriana Martone. In lane 3 from the Brock Badgers, Grace Chai. In lane 4 from the UFC Dinos, Brooklyn Pickford. In lane 5 from U of T, Tina Guan. In lane 6 from the University of Guelph, Hannah Nordquist. Dans le couloir 7 de McGill, Jenna Wall. And in lane 8 from Mac, Sarah Gray.
As here, we'll be having 4 lengths of the pool, women's 100-meter breaststroke C final. Here at the halfway point, the first touch will go to Adriana Martone with a time of 33.56.
Yeah, so breaststroke, we're really shifting gears here. 100 free is going to be more sprint, and breaststroke, there's not much overlap with any other strokes. It takes a really special technique to master. Tina Guan from U of T, she's more of a 200 breaststroke specialist or 200 IM, so it's really special to see her sneak in, bring out some of that speed. She'll be one to watch in the second half of this race, coming into the final.
As they come down the last stretch of the semi-final, the first touch, the one to take this final, will be in lane 5. Tina Guan, 1:11.62 is her time.
Yeah, great performance from the Varsity Blue.
As you can also catch the best U Sports women's hockey teams as they face off in the 2025 Miller Waste Systems U Sports Women's Hockey Championship on March 20th to 23rd in Woolwich, Ontario. Watch it live here on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
Et maintenant, passons à la finale B des dames 100 mètres brasse. Dans le couloir 1 de McGill, Chloe Cooper-Kelly. Dans le couloir 2 de Acadia, Ella Collins. Dans le couloir 3 de l'Université de Ottawa, Grace Liu. Dans le couloir 4 de McGill, Natalie Day. Dans le couloir 5 de Acadia, Chloe Pop. Dans le couloir 6 de McGill, Valentina Kolichev. In lane 7 from the Waterloo Warriors, Nico Lau. And in lane 8 from the University of Calgary Dinos, Abigail Gebhardt.
So here we go, B final 4 lengths of the pool. The fastest one in the B final is Natalie Day with a time of 1:10.87, just barely missing the A finals.
Oui, après le premier 50, on dirait que la nageuse de McGill va toucher en premier. Elle est déjà un demi-corps devant le reste de ses compétiteuses. Et on va voir si elle va être capable de garder son avance.
32.49 is the time for Natalie Day as she touches first at the halfway point.
Yeah, these women looking strong. Et Natalie Day encore en avance pendant qu'elle finit sa course.
It's going to be a close one down on the last stretch as they come down the wall. Natalie Day looking like the dominant one in this B final. She will touch first and take the final. 1:09.83 is her final time. So good stuff to her and also good stuff to the rest of the competition here.
Oui, très bonne nage pour Natalie Day. Elle a baissé son temps des préliminaires de presque 1 seconde. Je pense vraiment que son coach Peter Carpenter va être content avec cette performance-là.
Well, Ainsley, we've got ourselves the big one coming up. The A final of the women's 100-meter breaststroke.
Yeah, so in lane 4, we have Alexandre Lepage, who's just coming off of a stellar performance at the Short Course Worlds for Canada in December, so she will definitely be one to watch. As they come out, in lane 1 from Calgary Dinos, 2023 U Sports 100 breast silver medalist Danica Etier. In lane 2 from the Calgary Dinos, 3-time academic All-Canadian Isabella Duncan. Gagnante d'une médaille d'or aux 50 brasses lors du championnat RSEQ, Romane Hereng. In lane 4 from the Calgary Dinos, 2024 U Sports 100-meter backstroke silver medalist Alexandre Lepage. In lane 7 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 3-time U Sport individual medalist Eloise Allen. In lane 6 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 3-time U Sports medalist Emma Spence. In lane 7 from the Lethbridge Pronghorns, 2-time top 5 finalist at the 2024-25 Canada West Championships, Rayan Carter-Heng. In lane 8 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2-time U Sports medalist Alicia Larchevêque.
So the Canadian record in this event is 1:04.22. The meet record is 1:04.88, and the pool record is 1:04.67. Two of these records, specifically the Canadian record and the meet record, were set by Kelsey Waugh, but the pool record has been set all the way back in 2009 by Anna Mae Pierce. So this is a very old record.
Yeah, Anna Mae Pierce was dominant in Canadian swimming, and so was Kelsey Waugh, 2-time Olympian. She swam for the Manitoba Bisons. She was a U Sport athlete, a swimmer of the year, really nice girl as well. This is going to be such an exciting showdown, although one name missing from the pool is Shona Branton. She is last year's swimmer of the year, is not in the field this year, so it kind of keeps things a little bit more exciting.
As the lights are on, the swimmers are on the blocks. Here is the women's 100-meter breaststroke A final. 4 lengths of the pool, here we go.
Une nageuse à regarder dans le couloir 3, Romane Hereng, qui est une Française qui est venue s'entraîner à l'Université de Montréal pour leur programme. Elle a vraiment démontré des bonnes performances au RSEQ et je pense que c'est une athlète à voir dans les épreuves de brasse à cette compé. But really taking a lead of the field is Alexandre Lepage, not surprisingly. She is a dominant breaststroker and a huge recruit last year's Rookie of the Year for Calgary.
And Alexandre Lepage will touch first at the halfway point. 31:04 is her time at the touch.
Yeah, Eloise Allen is another athlete not surprising to see in this final. She is really dominant in all the sprint events. She can do butterfly, she can do backstroke, she can do breaststroke. I mean, she can really do it all. Whenever you're next to her in a lane, you know she's going to be one to contend with. But Alexandre Lepage still in the lead.
As she comes down the wall, still going to be a bit of a close fight, but lane 4's Alexandre Lepage will come down and touch the wall first. 1:05.79 is her time. No records broken tonight on this event, but she will take home the gold. Congratulations to her.
But that is a really dominant performance. Dropped her time by a lot from this morning. And in lane 3, on a une nageuse de l'Université de Montréal, Romane Hereng, qui prend la 3e place après avoir abaissé son temps de 1:09.16 ce matin à 1:08.72.
The results on the board are now official. Slippers, please clear the pool. Up next, we have your men's 100-meter breaststroke.
So as we now know, we will be going to the 100-meter breaststroke men's edition. The record that you see there is set by Gabe Mastromateo. 58.51, the meet record particularly. The Canadian record, 57.10. Here's the C final.
Yeah, Gabe Mastromateo, Canadian Olympian, former Varsity Blue. He is definitely going to be missed at this competition as well. So C final in lane 1 from the University of Alberta, Cohen Chan. In lane 2 from the University of Manitoba, Reid Kostelnik. In lane 3 from the Mustangs, Theo Grabowski. Dans le couloir 4 de McGill, Cameron Carlisle. Dans le couloir 5 of the University of Calgary Dinos, Aiden Lucanar. In lane 6 from the Waterloo Warriors, Liam Wallach. In lane 7 de McGill, River He. And in lane 8 from the Dow Tigers, Jake Geisel.
First touch at the halfway point will go to Theo Grabowski. The time of 28-8-1 at the touch. It's still a close matchup for this one.
So little fun fact, Cameron Carlisle's grandmother, 99 years old. She comes and watches almost every single one of his swim meets. If she's not here in the stands right now, she's definitely watching live. Very proud of her grandson. He right now looks like he's in first place in this C final, putting up a dominant performance for McGill.
And just like that, the C final will end. It's a close battle, but we'll go to lane 4. As you said, Cameron James Carlisle takes first in the C final, well 1-7-6. As the best teams battle for the 2025 U Sports Men's Volleyball title, March 21st through 23rd from the University of Brandon. Catch the action on CBC Gem, CBCSports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
Now on to the B final of the men's 100-meter breaststroke. In lane 1, we have Jet Vergy of the University of Calgary Dinos. In lane 2, also from Calgary, Stephen Moore. In lane 3, from Alberta, Garrett Brenzen. In lane 4, from Brock Badgers, Cameron Courchain Carter. In lane 5, from the Reds, Blake Kingston. In lane 6, from the Horns, Tristan Bennett. Dans le couloir 7 de McGill, Eric Linsyson. And in lane 8, from Mac, Hayden Young.
So as we enter the halfway point, it's still a close match across the board. An unclear dominating leader, too close to call. First touch at the halfway point will go to lane 2's Stephen Moore, 28-3-5.
Yeah, that was a very dominant first 50 from all of them. Very close race so far. In lane 4 from your Brock Badgers, Cameron. He is a standout swimmer for their program, made a big jump this year. First year for him under Dave Lang at Brock. He had some very dominant performances at the OUA, so he's definitely one to watch in this heat as it comes down to the wire.
It's still close down the wire. First touch is still going to be Stephen Moore. 1:08.4 is the final time, but just beating by only just over a tenth of a second. That's a close fought battle there.
Results on the board are now official. Swimmers, please clear the pool.
Well, here comes the A final.
Up next, we have your third and fastest team in your A final of your men's 100
Yeah, another really stacked heat. We have swimmers from all over the country represented in this heat. As they come out, you can see in lane 1 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2-time U Sports medalist Ethan Hemion. In lane 2 from the University of Ottawa GGs, defending U Sports 100-meter breaststroke champion Hugo Lemel. In lane 3 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2024-25 Canada West second team All-Star Glenn Omulin. In lane 4 from the Calgary Dinos, 3-time 24-25 Canada West medalist Nicholas Duncan. In lane 5 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2024-25 Canada West first team All-Star Justice Mignot. In lane 6 from the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, 2024-25 OUA Rookie of the Year Nathan Thomas. In lane 7 from the Alberta Golden Bears, 2-time U Sports gold medalist Kale Koyman. In lane 8 from the Laurier Golden Hawks, 2024-25 OUA All-Star Kent Goni Avila.
So there's your start list for the A final. As you said, Ainsley, a stacked event. Really too close to call at this point. What's interesting about U Sports swimming, for men's and women's swimming, is that there's not really a clear winner. Just because you have the fastest qualifier in lane 4 doesn't mean that they have a necessarily dominating lead, because everybody else still has the equal amount of contention. It's a close battle.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, you never know who's going to show up in these A finals. That's the most important part about varsity swimming, is sneaking into that A. If you're able to put up a performance that gets you in the A, it doesn't matter how fast you go at night. You'll be getting those 8th place points. So really, you never know what's going to be happening in these races and how it's going to shake up.
Lights are on. The swimmers are on the blocks. Here we go as we get set for this A final. Your fastest men's 100-meter breaststroke. Let's go. 4 lengths of the pool.
Hugo Lemel était dominant l'année passée dans cette épreuve, gagnant le 100 mètres grâce au U-Sport à Montréal l'année passée. Par contre, c'était dans un bassin long de 50 mètres. Cette année, on est dans un bassin de 25, donc on va voir s'il est capable de compétitionner contre les garçons qui sont peut-être mieux dans leur coulée.
So it's just like that, a close battle as expected, down to the halfway point. First touch is going to go to lane 4's Nicholas Duncan. 27.58 is the time.
Yeah, Nicholas was really a top recruit this year. He was getting scouted by a lot of schools, so he was a really big steal for Calgary. In lane 7, Kale Koyman, he won the 50 breast in 2019 and 2020. Then COVID hit, shook up a little bit, and then he was in Europe for the last 2 years, not swimming, doing a master's, came back to Alberta for med school, now he's in the U Sports final.
And the winner of this event will be Nicholas Duncan. 59.38 is the final time. No records broken in this one, but he will take the gold for this one, so good stuff to him for the University of Calgary Dinos.
Et Hugo Lemel, avec la deuxième position, était capable de toucher en deuxième avec un 59.48. Une très belle performance pour lui aussi. Bravo, messieurs.
And just like that, we're moving into the next event, the C final of the women's 100-meter butterfly. Meet record is 57.03, set by Rebecca Smith in February 21st, 2019. As we get set for the C final, starting up 4 lengths of the pool.
In lane 1 from Vic, we have Shanna Tierney. In lane 2 from UBC, Piper Mitchell. In lane 3 from Mac, Michaela Blake. In lane 4 from Calgary, Angela Losseth. Dans le couloir 5 de McGill, Naomi Lowe. Dans le couloir 6 de Ottawa, Josephine Streppel. Dans le couloir 7 de Calgary, Miriam Hickey. And in lane 7 from the University of Western Mustangs, Gabriela Casasanta.
So as we enter the halfway point of the C final, first touch of the wall will go to lane 8. Gabriela Casanta. 28.82 is the time. So still a tight race now. Separating between all of these swimmers is just about a few hundredths of a second. As we come down the final stretch, last 12.5 meters, it's a close battle.
Et on va voir ces derniers mètres. Naomi Lowe, c'est une spécialiste du 200 papillons, donc elle va pouvoir bien finir cette course. Mais ça va être le couloir 2 qui va remporter dans un temps de 1:02.14.
As the best teams head to Hamilton for the 2025 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship, March 14th to 16th. You can catch the action exclusively beginning March 16th on CBC Gem, CBCSports.ca, and CBC Sports YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
Et maintenant, passons à la finale B. Dans le couloir 1 de UBC, Sheila West. Dans le couloir 2 de l'Université de Toronto, Sydney Stewart. Dans le couloir 3 de Toronto également, Tegan Vanderleek. Dans le couloir 4 de UBC, Laura Willer. Dans le couloir 5 de Guelph, Ali Bertram. Dans le couloir 6 de Mac, Michelle Wang. Dans le couloir 7 de Alberta, Annika Cameron. Et dans le couloir 8 de Calgary, Hayley French. And these girls are off. Really fast start for Tegan Vanderleek. I mean, she is a sprinter at her core. Very, very fast butterflyer, very, very fast freestyler.
As we come down to the halfway point, as expected, a close battle between all 8 swimmers. The first touch will go to lane 3's very own Hannah Gallagher. 28.54 is the time at the touch.
Tegan Vanderleek in lane 3. Hannah Gallagher will see her
sorry,
in
reading
the
the wrong
final.
Sorry, I read the wrong final sheet. Whoops, sorry about that.
Mais dans ce dernier 25 du 100 mètres papillon, des très bonnes coulées un peu partout, mais en avance, on voit de Mac, Michelle Wang.
Last touch this time will go to lane 1's Sella Wist. 101.17 is the final time. She takes the B final. As a close-fought battle will go to her at the end. And here's the start list for the women's 100-meter butterfly A finals. This time I'm reading the correct finals heat sheet. As we'll take it away, Ainsley, let's read out the names for the competitors here.
Et pendant que les femmes se préparent derrière les blocs, in lane 1 from the McGill Martlets, RSEQ 2024-25 gold medalist Emily Deschazal. In lane 2 from the Calgary Dinos 2019 100-meter junior national champion Madison Jacques. In lane 3 from the Waterloo Warriors 2025 OUA 100-meter butterfly champion Hannah Gallagher. In lane 4 from the UBC Thunderbirds, two-time finalist at the Sports Illustrated Colleges Cup, Una Borshevnik. In lane 5 from the University of Toronto Varsity Blues 2024-25 OUA Female Swimmer of the Year, Nina Mullen. In lane 6 from the UBC Thunderbirds, three-time U Sports medalist Brooklyn Weens. In lane 7 from the UBC Thunderbirds, four-time top 10 finalist at the 2024-25 Canada West Championship, Rose Garcia. And in lane 8 from the Toronto Varsity Blues, two-time U Sports 24-25 medalist, OUA 24-25 medalist, Angel Yao.
So once again, the record, the meet record, is 57.03, set by Rebecca Smith on February 21st, 2019. The question is, how close will these swimmers get down to that last part? Again, 4 lengths of the pool separate them from the end. The lights are on. The swimmers are on the blocks. Here we go with the A final of the women's 100-meter butterfly.
Nina Mullen est la gagnante de cette épreuve l'année passée au championnat U-Sport à Montréal. C'est vraiment une nageuse dominante. Elle est capable de faire un peu de tout, la brasse, le papillon, le IM. Donc, elle va être une nageuse dominante tout au long de cette fin de semaine. Une autre à voir, c'est Hannah Gallagher de Waterloo. Elle a gagné cette épreuve au championnat OUA en 2025. Elle est arrivée 3e aux 50 papillons aussi. Donc, c'est vraiment une nageur de papillons à son corps.
Hannah Gallagher, 27.92 at the touch. Halfway point, here they come down the final length.
Et cette deuxième partie de la course, c'est vraiment ce qui compte. C'est voir qui est-ce qui est capable de sortir, qui est-ce qui est capable de vraiment se battre à la fin de cette course. Le troisième virage est toujours vraiment, vraiment important. Mais ça laisse savoir qui est capable de finir ces derniers 10 mètres en force.
Here they come as a close battle to the end, and the final touch will go to lane 5's Nina Mullen. She was behind for the majority of the race, but came back with a vengeance. 59.71 is her time.
Et ça fait vraiment longtemps que Nina Mullins, elle essaie de briser cette barrière de 1 minute, finalement capable de le faire dans un temps de 59.71. En deuxième position de l'Université de la Colombie-Britannique, Una en 1.0003 est arrivée en troisième du couloir 6. Brooklyn Weens aussi de l'Université de la Colombie-Britannique.
So just like that, we're going to go straight into the next event. Men's 100-meter butterfly, starting out with the C final.
Dans le couloir 1 de l'Université de Victoria, Matthew McDonald. Dans le couloir 2 de l'Université de Toronto, Kevin Mayer. Dans le couloir 3 des Mustangs, Kyle Stuckless. Dans le couloir 4 de l'Université de Toronto, Michael Sava. Dans le couloir 5 des Seahawks, Chris Weeks. Dans le couloir 6 de l'Université de Toronto, Aiden Harris. Dans le couloir 7 de l'UDM, Jacob Saint-Germain. And in lane 8 from the Western Mustangs, Luke Stewart Binder.
So at the halfway point, first touches in lane 6. Aiden Harris with 24.76 on the time so far.
Yeah, Aiden Harris, a force with the University of Toronto Varsity Blues in the 100 fly. Michael Sava won the 200 butterfly at U Sports in Victoria a couple of years ago, but really dominant performances across the board from these men.
Final touch will go to Aiden Harris once again, 53.70. He takes the C final. You can also join U Sports on CBC this weekend for wall-to-wall coverage of the 2025 BioSteel U Sports Track and Field Championships in Windsor. Coverage begins tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made.
Après une performance dominante de Aiden Harris dans la finale C, on va voir ce que nos nageurs de la finale B sont capables de faire. Dans le couloir 1 de McGill, Ricardo Camuso. Dans le couloir 2 de l'Université de Montréal, Victor A. Young. In lane 3 from the Warriors, Alex Bowden. In lane 4 from University of Victoria, Keir Ogilvie. In lane 5 from Calgary, Nick Duncan. Dans le couloir 6 de l'Université de Waterloo, Kevin Zhang. Dans le couloir 7 de McGill, Tristan Govier. And in lane 8 from UBC, Jack Cameron.
As we're off and underway, 4 lengths of the pool. It's going to be a close matchup between all 8 swimmers across the board.
Il y a beaucoup de nageurs dans cette série qui ont déjà nagé ce soir. Keir Ogilvie dans le 200 libre et Nicholas Duncan qui vient juste de faire le 100 brasses. C'est vraiment, ça fait partie des U-Sports d'être capable de nager plusieurs épreuves dans une même session. Et on en voit 2 dans cette série qui font juste ça.
So first touch was in lane 4, Keir Ogilvie. You just saw him a little bit earlier on a different event, but here they come down the finals stretch of the B final. It's going to be a relatively tight battle, but Keir Ogilvie will look to take this B final in comfortable fashion, with 53.14 as his final time.
Yeah, Keir really showing his strength in this event. That was a very, very good time for him, dropping a little bit of time from this morning, but it was really a close race to get into that A. Only 2/100ths of a second separating 8th place and 9th place.
Well, C finals done. B finals time. Oh, there actually is a correction. There is a correction now on the touch. Actually, Nicholas Duncan will touch first in the B final. So we just heard that from the officials table down there, but congratulations to them. Here's the start list for the A finals of the men's 100-meter butterfly. Your fastest qualifier in this event is in lane 4, Eric Ginsberg, with a time of 51.69, just a little shy of the pool record.
In lane 1 from the Alberta Golden Bears, 2-time 2024-25 Canada West gold medalist Jack Heo. In lane 2 from the UBC Thunderbirds, champion in the 100-meter butterfly at the Western Canadian Championships, Wells Ginzer. In lane 3 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2024-25 Canada West second team All-Star, Kai Lilienthal. In lane 4 from the York Lions, 2024 Ontario Summer Championships gold medalist Eric Ginsberg. In lane 5 from the Calgary Dinos, 2-time U Sports 100-meter butterfly medalist Thomas McDonald. In lane 6 from the University of Toronto Varsity Blues 2024-25 OUA Men's Swimmer of the Year, Ben Lowen. In lane 7 from the UBC Thunderbirds 2024-25 Canada West First Team All-Star, Sue Yulu Yo. In lane 8 from the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, defending national 100-meter butterfly champion, Bill Dongfang. Nous avons 2 nageurs de l'Université de Toronto dans cette série. Et vraiment, ces 2 nageurs qui se poussent de jour en jour en pratique pour s'améliorer.
Just like that, again, this is your A final starting list of the men's 100-meter butterfly. Again, the meet record is 59.9, pool record 51.44, and the Canadian record 49.03. The lights are on. The swimmers are on the blocks. Here we go with live action. 4 lengths of the pool. This is the men's 100-meter butterfly A final.
Eric Ginsberg et Benjamin Lowen ont eu un gros showdown au championnat ontarien il y a quelques semaines. Eric Ginsberg a brisé le record au UA dans le matin. Et le soir, Ben Lowen a eu honnêtement une performance de sa vie dans le 100 mètres papillon pour toucher premier et rebriser le record que Eric avait battu le matin.
Eric Ginsberg touches first. 23.61 is his time at the halfway point. Here we go in the last stretch.
Je pense que Bill Dongfang est peut-être un peu fatigué après son 200 libre. On va voir s'il est capable de faire une remontée à la fin de sa course. Mais en ce moment, c'est juste Eric Ginsberg à la tête de la course. On va voir si quelqu'un est capable de le rattraper. C'est ça que Ben Lowen a fait au championnat ontarien.
Here they come down the final stretch. It's a tight fight, but the end result will go to Eric Ginsberg. 51.89 is his time, just shy of the pool record by about 0.4 of a second. But good stuff to him. He takes the A final.
Yeah, big congrats to Eric. It's a really amazing performance for York. I don't know how many national champions they've had, but this is really going to elevate their program.
So we're just going to take a little bit of a break from live action here. Well, stay tuned, of course. But next up is our first 6 medal ceremonies. You're watching U Sports Live on CB.
Le sport en direct sur ici-tout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ici-tout.tv.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
It's now time for our first 6 medal ceremonies. All of tonight's silver medalists will earn their second team All-Canadian honors, while our gold medalists will be named 2025 first team All-Canadians. We'll start with the women's 200-meter freestyle. Presenting the medalist tonight is a U of T Hall of Famer, former national champion in this event, and 17-time OUA gold medalist, Dr. Andrea Papamanjares. Receiving the bronze medal from the UBC Thunderbirds is Anna Dumont Bélanger. Receiving the silver medal from your UBC Thunderbirds is Emma O'Croynan. And receiving the gold medal from your UBC Thunderbirds is Kayla Noel Sanchez. Congratulations and thank you, Dr. Andrea. Next up, the men's 200-meter freestyle. Here to present is U of T Hall of Famer and former national freestyle champion, Michael Guinness. Michael established the Guinness Scholarship and the Guinness Awards of Excellence, and we are so grateful for his continued support. Receiving the bronze medal from your University of Toronto is Ben Winterborn. Receiving the silver medal from University of Toronto is Bill Dongfang. And receiving the gold medal from University of Alberta, Paul McKenzie. Congratulations and thank you, Michael. And now, the medal presentation for the women's 100-meter breaststroke. Making the presentations is U of T Hall of Famer Judy Garay, who is undefeated in the 100-meter breaststroke during her time as a Varsity Blue. Judy represented Canada at the 1978 Commonwealth Games and was named U of T's Athlete of the Year in 1983. Receiving the bronze medal from Université de Montréal, Roman Herring.
Recevant la médaille de bronze de l'Université de Montréal, Roman Herring.
Receiving the silver medal from University of British Columbia, Eloise Allen. And receiving the gold medal from University of Calgary, Alexandre Lepage. Congratulations and thank you, Judy. We have disqualification, event 6, heat 3, lane 3. Start infraction. Event 6, heat 3, lane 3. Start infraction. And our medalist for the men's 100-meter breaststroke. Here to present the medals is former All-Canadian OUA champion and pioneer donor for the Varsity Blues, Henry Vahovic. We have 2 bronze medals for this event. Receiving the bronze medal from University of Toronto, Nathan Thomas. And receiving the bronze medal from University of Ottawa, Hugo Lemessel. And receiving the gold medal from University of Calgary, Nicholas Duncan. Congratulations and thank you, Henry. We have a correction. Receiving the second bronze medal, Justice Mignault from your UBC Thunderbirds. Congratulations, swimmers. Next up, the medal presentation for the women's 100-meter butterfly. Making the presentation is U of T Hall of Famer, Olympian, Pan Am's Games and Commonwealth Games medalist, and past president of U of T's Tea Holders Association, Jen Button. Receiving the bronze medal from University of British Columbia, Brooklyn Wines. Receiving the silver medal from University of British Columbia, Una Borshkevenyik. And receiving your gold medal from University of Toronto, Nina Molin. Congratulations and thank you, Jen. And our medalist from the men's 100-meter butterfly. Here to present is former world record holder, Olympian and two-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Dan Thompson. Your bronze medal from University of Calgary, Thomas McDonald. Receiving the silver medal from University of British Columbia, Wells Ginzer. And receiving the gold medal from York University, Eric Ginsberg.
All right, welcome back to live action here at the 2025 U Sports Swimming Championships. These were your
congratulations and thank you, Dan.
Medal ceremonies. We're just
Our next event
here.
in the pool is the women's 50-meter backstroke, beginning shortly.
Again, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to whip kick the like button on the YouTube video live stream, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click on the bell notification icon so you'll always be up to date whenever the CBC uploads and goes live. Now, Ainsley, the first part, I want to say the first third of this event, it's been quite a strong,
up here is your first heat and C final of your women's 50-meter backstroke.
We're just getting started here.
Oh, we definitely are. And next up, the women's 100 back is the record is held by University of Toronto Varsity Blues Kylie Maas in a 26:15. So that is going to be a very, very difficult record to beat. But we are going to have some girls in this heat that are going to try to do just that.
So here we go with a C final of the women's 50-meter backstroke. As the swimmers get ready to step down.
Dans le couloir 1 de l'Université de Manitoba, Shia Guest. Dans le couloir 2 de l'Université de Ottawa, Abby McKinley. Dans le couloir 3 de l'Université de Vancouver, Sheila West. Dans le couloir 4 de Calgary, Eliza Hausman. Dans le couloir 5 de Ottawa, Rachel McInnes. Dans le couloir 6 de Guelph, Alana Casasanta. Dans le couloir 7 de Acadia, Sophie Rooney. Et dans le couloir 8 de Laval, Eleanor Aubin.
It's going to be 2 lengths of the pool, so here they come down the final stretch. In this C final, it's going to be relatively close as they come down the last 10 meters of this length. The final touch will go to lane 4's Eliza Hausman. 28.67 is the time at the touch. As tickets for the 2025 Indochino U Sports Final 8 in Vancouver are going fast. Visit usportstickets.ca or scan the QR code on your screen to order your tickets for the U Sports Final 8 Men's and Women's Basketball Championships March 13th to 16th in Vancouver.
Et passons maintenant à la finale B. Dans le couloir 1 de l'Université de Calgary, Brooklyn Avery. Dans le couloir 2 de UBC, Natasha Borromeo. Dans le couloir 3 de l'Université de Toronto, Angelica Bath. Dans le couloir 4 de UBC, Piper Mitchell. Dans le couloir 5 de l'Université de Alberta, Bryn Firth. Dans le couloir 6 des Mustangs, Leah Butler. Dans le couloir 7 de l'Université de Toronto, Gemma Norman. Et dans le couloir 8 de Mac, Michelle Wang.
So that once again, that is your B final as we get set ready for 2 lengths of the pool.
Donc nous avons 2 nageuses de l'Université de Toronto dans cette série, Angelica Bath et Gemma Norman. Les 2 ont eu des performances dominantes ce matin et vont continuer à dominer dans la piscine ce soir.
As they come down the final stretch of the B final of the women's 50-meter backstroke, a close-fought battle once again. Here they come, 10 meters remaining. Who will touch the wall first? It will be lane 2, Natasha Borromeo from the UBC Thunderbirds touching at 28.43. A good, hard-fought battle between all, but congratulations to her.
Donc nous allons passer à la finale A. Entrant en première dans cette épreuve, c'est Eloise Allen. Si elle va gagner cette épreuve ce soir, ça va être sa 3e médaille de sa carrière d'or au U-Sports. Elle a gagné le 50 papillons en 2023 et 2024. C'est une athlète dominante en bassin court, mais sa coéquipière Bridget Burton ne va pas la laisser gagner sans une bataille.
And here's the start list for the women's 50-meter backstroke A finals. Instantly, I'm thinking off the top of my head, as you mentioned earlier on, the records set by Kylie Moss and Margaret McNeil, respectively. The meet record, 26.15. I remember calling that exact race 7 years ago, sitting in this exact chair, but set by Kylie Moss. And who can forget, you cannot forget, Margaret McNeil's standout performance, Canadian record of 25.25 set just 3 years ago.
Yeah, both very dominant athletes in Canada. So let's go to the A final in lane 1 from the Victoria Vikes, 4-time top 10 finalist at the 24-25 Canada West Championship. Olivia Rocha in lane 2 from the McGill Martlets, 6-time gold medalist at the 2024-25 RSEC Championship. Liz Ling. In lane 3 from the Brock Badgers, 3-time 2024-25 OUA gold medalist Tatum O'Connor. In lane 4 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 3-time U Sports individual medalist Eloise Allen. In lane 5 from the UBC Thunderbirds, defending national 50-meter backstroke championship Bridget Burton. In lane 6 from the Lethbridge Pronghorns, 4-time top 10 finalist at the 2024-25 Can West Championships Delaney Leman. In lane 7 from the McGill Martlets, 5th place finisher in the 50-meter backstroke at the 2023 U Sports Championships Emilia Mastro Mateo. In lane 8 from the Calgary Dinos, 5-time U Sports relay medalist Hannah Johnson.
Well, the lights are on, and all the swimmers are down into the pool. Here we go, 2 lengths of the pool. This is the women's 50-meter backstroke A final.
Donc, il y a peut-être une semaine, Mimi Mastromateo dans le couloir 7 ne savait pas si elle allait pouvoir nager à cette compétition. Mais maintenant, elle est dans la finale A. C'est vraiment une bonne performance pour elle. Et on va voir après le premier virage, c'est Eloise Allen qui est en avance. Elle a vraiment des bonnes coulées. Donc, on va voir c'est qui sort en premier.
Last stretch, here they come. It's a tight fight battle. 3, 4, 5. Who will take it? Lane 4's Eloise Allen will take the A final. 27.45 is her final time at the touch. So the records will remain stable, but good stuff to her. The UBC Thunderbirds take yet another event in this one.
C'était vraiment une bonne performance de Tatum O'Connor qui a abaissé son temps de ce matin. C'est un 1-2 pour les championnes de UBC. Et maintenant, nous allons passer aux 50 mètres d'eau chez les hommes dans la finale C. Dans le couloir 1 de Calgary, Henry Splater. Dans le couloir 2 de Alberta, Min Nguyen. Dans le couloir 3 de Waterloo, Louis Ying. Dans le couloir 4 de Sherbrooke, Tyler Blais. Dans le couloir 5 de Dal, Liam Ferguson. Dans le couloir 6 de UBC, Jordan Orogo. Dans le couloir 7 de Dal, Quinn Nolan. Et dans le couloir 8 de Ottawa, Sam Greenshields.
So there's your C final. Now the men's 50-meter backstroke. 2 lengths of the pool.
In lane 1, Henry Slater. Lane 2, Min Nguyen. Lane 3, Louis Yin.
Dans le 50 mètres d'eau, c'est vraiment les coulées qui vont faire la différence. Donc, on va voir les garçons ici ont toutes vraiment des bonnes coulées. C'est ça qui va faire que tu es capable de rentrer dans une finale aux 50 mètres d'eau.
Final stretch. Here they come down the final stretch here with the last 10 meters. Who will touch first? It's lane 6's Jordan Orogo with a time of 25.22. He takes the C final. As the 2025 BioSteel University Cup Men's Hockey Championship single game tickets start at $26, so be sure to get your tickets there. Click the QR code at the bottom of your screen or visit usportstickets.ca to order your tickets today.
Nous allons maintenant passer à la finale B. Dans le couloir 1 de Regina, Matthew Burrow. Dans le couloir 2 de McGill, Tristan Govier. In lane 3 from Calgary, Ethan Fast. In lane 4 from UBC, Kenneth Bracho. In lane 5 from the University of Toronto, Varsity Blues, Carter Buck. In lane 6 from UBC, Hugh McNeil. In lane 7 from U of T, Liam Weaver. And in lane 8 de Ottawa, Baris Cartoglou.
So that's the B final. All swimmers are now in the pool at this point. Again, all 3 records in the men's 50-meter backstroke are set by Finley Knox. 23.62 and 23.03. Here we go, 2 lengths of the pool.
In lane 1, Matthew Burrow.
Le nageur Liam Weaver dans le couloir 5 est le champion de l'année passée dans le 50 libre qui essaye sa main dans le 50 dos. Mais celui à regarder vraiment dans le couloir 5, Carter Buck, nageur vraiment fort aux 100 mètres d'eau qui, je pense, va avoir une chance de gagner ce 50 mètres d'eau final B.
It's a tight battle to the very end, and the last touch will go over in lane 4. Kenneth Bracho with a time of 24.98. Great stuff to him in a very close battle there.
The results on the board are now official. Swimmers, please clear the pool. Up next, we have your 30 and A final for your men's 50.
Nous allons passer maintenant à la finale A du 50 mètres d'eau. Pour moi, je pense que ça va être une des épreuves la plus excitante de la soirée avec 2 Olympiens, Finley Knox et Blake Tierney, and Andrew Herman, who technically broke the U Sports record this morning, although Finley Knox had an even faster time, so they were both under the record this morning. Albert Boulay, who is also from U of T with Andrew Herman, he is a 50 freestyler, 50 flyer, so seeing him in the backstroke is really interesting. Et Loïc Courville-Fortin de McGill était le recrue de l'année RSEQ. In lane 1 from the University of Toronto, Varsity Blues, 3-time OUA 2024-25 gold medalist Ben Winterborn. Dans le couloir 2 de McGill, le champion RSEQ Jules Guérin, in lane 3 from the UBC Thunderbirds, Paris 2024 Olympian, Blake Tierney. In lane 4 from the UBC Thunderbirds, two-time Olympian from Team Canada, Finley Knox. Lane 5 from the University of Varsity Blues, 2024 U Sports silver medalist in the 50-meter backstroke, Andrew Herman. In lane 6, also from the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, four-time OUA 2024-25 medalist, Albert Boulay. Dans le couloir 7 des Redbirds de McGill, le recrue de l'année, Loïc Courville-Fortin. In lane 8 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2024-25 Canada West second team All-Star, Kai Lilienthal.
As the lights are turned on, I gotta say one thing. As you were reading out the start list, you were in perfect sync with Kate Line, the pool announcer, also a U of T Varsity Blue as well. I gotta say, I was confused for a moment. I was like, wait, are you talking or is Kate talking there?
Yeah, but then as soon as we got out of sync, I started stumbling on my words because I was all jumbled up in my head. But yes, we are good friends from our time at U of T. She's amazing and doing a great job tonight. Now let's turn our attention to the pool.
Two lengths of the pool. Here is the men's 50-meter backstroke.
Donc nous avons deux Olympiennes dans cette course. On le répète toute la soirée, mais Finley Knox et Blake Tierney, c'est vraiment le showdown de la soirée. Ces deux nageurs s'entraînent ensemble, nagent l'un contre l'autre tout le temps. C'est vraiment une rivalité, mais aussi une amitié. Et c'est ça qu'on aime voir dans le sport de la natation.
Here they come, the final stretch. The final touch will go to Finley Knox. He will beat his own meet record and pool record with a time of 23:39. He won't beat his own Canadian record, but that was a stellar performance by him. But all of a sudden, from out of nowhere, Blake Tierney, 23:74 was his time. He wasn't that far off.
Yeah, I don't know if you can say out of nowhere. He is an Olympian, quite the star. But yes, very, very exciting race across the board. Ce podium est vraiment... Avoir un podium de toutes les 23 au U-Sport, c'est vraiment quelque chose et ça démontre à quel point le sport est en vie ici dans la piscine ce soir.
Well, we're going to move from sprints all the way up to longer events. Now it's the women's 400-meter IM. That will be not 1, not 2, not 5, not 8, but 16 lengths of the pool. We've got plenty to talk about for this one.
Yeah, I feel like the 50 backstroke is so short, you can barely get a word in edgewise, but now we'll have time to talk. Donc, on va passer à la finale C. Dans le couloir 1, Heidi Bartok from Western. Dans le couloir 2, de Mac, Ashley Coe. Dans le couloir 3, de McGill, Maya McGann. Dans le couloir 4, de Mac, Sarah Gray. Dans le couloir 5, de Vic, Aaron Epp. Dans le couloir 6, de Dal, Alexia Morgans. Dans le couloir 7, de Waterloo, Megan Frost. Et dans le couloir 8, de Vic, Ayana Gagné.
As the first touch at this point goes to Ashley Coe, 34-2 is her time. We want to make sure that you also pay attention to this one as well. 2025 Miller Waste Systems U Sports Women's Hockey Championship Day Passes, including 2 games, begin as little as $25 for adults. Click the QR code at the bottom of your screen or visit usportstickets.ca to order your tickets today. Now, back to live action.
Donc, comme j'ai mentionné auparavant dans la soirée, Maya McGann, moi, je la vois comme une nageuse de IM et de sprint crawl. Ici, on la voit dans le 400 mètres IM. C'est un peu surprenant pour moi parce que c'est pas ça que j'ai vu pour ma part, mais elle a eu des vraiment bonnes performances ce matin dans le 200 libre et aussi le 400 IM, ce qui l'a solidifié dans cette finale.
So Ashley Coe also takes the first touch at this point as they enter, or I should say rather complete length 5. Here comes length 6.
Le 400M, c'est vraiment une épreuve stratégique. C'est être capable de nager le papillon et après enchaîner avec le dos, la brasse et le crawl et avoir des bonnes performances dans toutes ces épreuves et dans toutes ces disciplines différentes. Pour le moment, c'est Ashley Coe qui prend la première place avec le premier 150 de cette épreuve. Une fois le dos complété, on va passer à la brasse. Et ça, c'est vraiment la différenciation dans le 400 IM. voir qui est capable de vraiment sortir la brasse parce que c'est ça qui peut gagner ou perdre une course.
So as we enter the halfway point of this C final, the Canadian record set by the legendary Summer McIntosh in December 14, 2024, 4:15.48 was her time at the halfway point. First touch here will go to Ashley Coe. Once again, 2:23.37. She has been your race leader so far.
Yeah, and the meet record held by Erica Selton-Rick Hodgson, also an Olympian, also a Canadian superstar. She holds the meet record in 3:34.76.
So as we enter this part of the breaststroke portion,
Donc vous allez voir ici, Erin Epp ferait vraiment sa différenciation de la reste de la course. Sa brasse, elle est vraiment forte et c'est ça qui va la propulser vers l'avant dans un temps de 3:06.04.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Lane 5's very own Erin Epp now takes the lead, 3:06.04, as you mentioned, Ainsley. All of a sudden, Lane 2's Ashley Coe dropped to third at this point in the race, but there's still plenty of swimming left to go.
Ouais, c'est comme j'ai dit auparavant, Amos Labrasse peut vraiment faire une différence, mais ce qui va finaliser la course ce soir, c'est la partie au crawl. On va voir ce qui arrive. Les athlètes s'en viennent au mur après la fin de la brasse et vont passer au libre. On va voir comment ça se passe.
As they come down the wall, now the leader is going to move into her freestyle section. That is lane 5's Erin Epp, 3:47.23. Touching the wall first. Here we go, the final few lengths of this race.
Donc, on a vu Maya Megan dans la finale A du 200 libre. On va voir si elle est capable de sortir ce côté libre dans la partie finale du 400 mètres IM. C'est ici qu'on va voir c'est qui leur en reste encore après 300 mètres particulièrement difficiles. Mais c'est ici que les courses sont gagnées et perdues.
So Erin Epp confidently in the lead, 4:21.60 as she enters the final few lengths of the race.
Oui, Erin Epp part un peu avec cette course, mais je pense que Maya Megan a fait un peu une remontée. Est-ce qu'elle va être capable de la rattraper? De ce qu'on voit de ici, Maya Megan, elle a rattrapé la nageuse en deuxième position. Mais Erin Epp, je pense qu'elle a trop d'avance.
So a confident victory at this point for lane 5's Erin Epp. She will touch first. 4:56.08 is her time. So good stuff to her. She takes the C final.
Oui, 2 filles en dessous de la barrière de 5 minutes. C'est vraiment des performances impressionnantes pour Erin Epp et Maya Megan et toutes les autres filles dans la piscine. Moi, je ne serais pas capable de faire un 400 IM aussi rapidement ou peut-être même pas capable de le finir. Nous allons maintenant passer à la finale B. In lane 1 from the Mustangs, Robin Videka. In lane 2 from the Dow Tigers, Kate Tuck. Dans le couloir 3 de McGill, Natasha Frost. Dans le couloir 5 de McGill. Dans le couloir 4 from Calgary, Isabella Mastroianni. Dans le couloir 5 de McGill, Emily de Chazal. Dans le couloir 6 de l'Université de Montréal, Maïka Marigot. In lane 7 from UBC, Greta Gouliouas. And in lane 8 from UVic, Isabella Brunoro.
16 lengths of the pool. Here we go. Starting out first with the butterfly.
Natasha Frost dans le couloir 3. Sa sœur jumelle Megan Frost vient juste de faire le 400 IM dans la série d'avant. Donc, c'est vraiment une famille de nageuses. Et dans le couloir 6, Maïka Marigot de l'Université de Montréal. Je m'entraîne avec elle à l'Université de Montréal et c'est vraiment une bonne partenaire d'entraînement. Elle est vraiment forte. Donc, on va voir ce qu'elle est capable de faire dans cette épreuve après le premier 50 du papillon.
Now, Ainsley, for an event like this, for such a lengthy event, how do you prepare and how do you train for the types of stamina going into an event like this?
Yeah, so it definitely takes a lot of training. I mean, swimmers are in the pool once or twice a day, right? Swimming 7, 8, 9 times a week and in the gym. everybody trains a little bit differently. What I've always found hard for IM, I mean, not being an IMer myself, but you need to train all of the strokes. You need to be good in every single one. Donc, j'ai été demandé, c'est comment tu t'entraînes pour un 400 IM. Et je dis que vraiment, les nageurs, on est dans la piscine 7, 8, 9 fois par semaine, dépendant de la distance que tu fais. Et ce qui est exceptionnellement difficile avec le 400 IM, c'est que tu dois être capable de bien performer dans toutes les épreuves. C'est pas juste tu peux aller à une pratique et entraîner ta brasse ou juste aller entraîner ton dos. Tu dois être vraiment doué dans toutes les disciplines, dans tous les styles différents. Et ça, c'est quelque chose que ces filles dans la piscine en ce moment ont vraiment maîtrisé.
So at the touch, halfway point of the backstroke section. This time, the leader is Robin Vadeka with a time of 1:43.27.
Oui, Robin Vadeka ce matin avec un temps de 5:00.43. Est-ce qu'elle va être capable de passer en dessous de la barrière de 5 minutes? Je pense vraiment que c'est ça qu'elle essaie de faire ce soir. Mais on va voir, tout peut changer avec la brasse et le crawl. On est seulement à la mi-point de cette épreuve.
Here we go. This is the halfway point of the race and the end point of the backstroke section. The first touch will still go to Robin Vadeka. 2:23.2 at the halfway point.
C'est vraiment une course série ici. Toutes les filles sont vraiment rapprochées. Mais c'est la section de la brasse, je l'ai dit, sans arrêt. C'est ça qui va faire la différence dans une course de 400M. C'est ça qui reste à regarder. C'est qui va faire une remontée durant la brasse et c'est qui va être capable, après 300 mètres, de finir avec un bon 100 livres.
So as we enter the halfway point of the breaststroke section, these swimmers are still going strong. The first touch at this point will go once again to Robin Vadeka, 3:03.80 at the halfway point of the breaststroke section.
Oui, Robin Vadeka, elle étend son avance sur le reste du terrain avec la partie de la brasse. Maïka Marigot est en train de faire un peu une remontée. Elle était probablement en 7e après le papillon et maintenant s'approche de 2e place. On va voir à la fin de cette longueur sont où toutes les dames.
Now, I will say this B final is a bit interesting because unlike the C final, we have a close fight across not one, not two, but 4 different lanes as we enter the last section of this IM. This time, there's a leader change. Malika Marigot will take the first touch. 3:47 exact is her time. This is a close one.
Puis Maïka, elle s'entraîne vraiment fort, elle est allée à la piscine tous les matins, elle est tellement une bonne partenaire d'entraînement. J'espère vraiment qu'elle va être capable de sortir cette course. Je suis un peu biaisée, mais je sais comment elle s'entraîne et je sais que dans ce dernier 50 de libre, elle va être capable de monter tout le travail qu'elle a fait. Toutes les filles dans cette piscine doivent travailler tellement fort. Finir un 400M, c'est pas quelque chose de facile et c'est dans ces moments-là que tout l'entraînement et l'effort qui ont été mis va ressortir.
Maïka Marigot at the touch, halfway point of the freestyle. Here they come down the final stretch.
C'est vraiment important dans la fin d'un 400M de s'assurer que tous tes skills soient bons, bien rentrer dans les virages, faire des bons kicks parce que c'est ça qui va faire la différence à la fin d'une course.
Here they come. The last part of this will go to Lane 6's Maïka Marigot. 4:53.74 is her final time as she takes the B final.
Elle a vraiment baissé son temps de ce matin de presque 5 secondes. Maïka Marigot, vraiment, vraiment bonne performance pour toutes les filles dans cette piscine. Bravo, mesdames.
Well, with the C finals done, the B finals done, we now move on to the A finals. Here's the start list for the A finals, the women's 400 individual medley.
Yeah, a really stacked field here. We're going to be seeing Alexandre Lepage coming out right now in lane 1 from the McGill Martlets 2024-25 RSCQ silver medalist Kaylee McLeod. In lane 2 from the Calgary Dinos 5-time U Sports medalist Hannah Bennett. In lane 3 from the Alberta Pandas 2024 U Sports 400-meter individual medley silver medalist Olivia Bredzen. In lane 4 from the Calgary Dinos defending national 400-meter individual medley champion Alexandre Lepage. In lane 5 from the UBC Thunderbirds 2022 U Sports, 400-meter IM silver medalist Emma Spence. In lane 6 from the UBC Thunderbirds 2024-25 Canada West, 400-meter IM medalist Cameron Stanner. In lane 7 from the Laval Ougéard, nommée en même temps recrue et athlète féminine par excellence de RSEQ en 2024-25, Raphaël Tremblay. Dans le couloir 8, from the Dalhousie Tigers 2023 Youth Sports finalist, Emily Schofield.
So that rounds out your A final start list in the women's 400-meter IM. And fastest qualifier, Alexandre Lepage, 4:48.55. This is going to be an interesting one. We will have to see how close or whether things will change in the event as we go on. But 16 that's the pool. Here we go again, but this time, again, some great racing coming up in this one.
A swimmer missing from the field tonight is Nina Mullen. You saw her in the 100 fly. It could be a blessing and a curse, right? Most athletes, when you're vying for the national title, you want to be swimming for individual events to get the max amount of points. Nina has to make very difficult choices when she's good at so many different events, and the 400 IM, which she won last year, had to get cut.
Well, the lights are on. The swimmers are about to step onto the blocks. We've got 16 lengths to go in this one. Here we go. A final women's 400-meter IM.
Donc la favorite dans cette épreuve, Alexandre Lepage, c'est une brasseuse. Donc ça va être vraiment à regarder, mais son 400 IM est aussi fort que n'importe quelle autre de ses épreuves. Donc ça va vraiment être la nageuse à regarder ce soir.
So starting out with butterfly as usual. As expected, a close battle across the field in the halfway point of butterfly. The first touch at the wall is going to go over to lane 6's Cameron Stannard. 29.98 is her time at the wall.
Puis Cameron Stanner, elle a gagné la médaille de bronze dans cette épreuve au championnat Can West de 2024-25. Et elle a aussi gagné une médaille de bronze dans le 200 IM au championnat Can West de 2024-25. Donc, 2 médailles de bronze à son nom au dernier championnat. Est-ce qu'elle va être capable de complimenter ça avec une médaille d'or, une médaille d'argent, une médaille de bronze ce soir? On va voir.
Cameron Stannard looking pretty strong relatively at the end of the butterfly section. Or she will be out-touched at the last second, however, over in lane 3. That is Olivia Brenson. 1:05.25 was the time at the very, very end. Here we go with some backstroke.
Oui, la nageuse en 4e année, Olivia Brenson de l'Université de l'Alberta, s'est qualifiée à un temps de 4:51.37. Est-ce qu'elle va être capable d'abaisser ce temps? Est-ce qu'elle va être capable de gagner une médaille? Ça va être vraiment une bonne course ce soir.
As Olivia Brenson looking to hopefully widen her lead. Touching first 1:40.57. But it looks like a bit of a contest between her and Hannah Bennett for the University of Calgary Dinos.
Oui, Olivia Brenson en ce moment, elle est un quart au complet devant tout le reste de ses compétitrices. Est-ce qu'elle va être capable de garder cette avance sur le reste? Ça va vraiment dépendre de, premièrement, est-ce qu'elle est sortie trop vite? Et est-ce qu'elle a une bonne brasse? Parce que Alexandre Lepage, elle va faire une remontée, je vous en promets.
That's the halfway point of the race. Backstroke section over. It's still going to be Olivia Brenson leading at 2:14.73 at the wall. Here we go with 4 lengths of breaststroke.
Alexandre Lepage de Calgary est une First Team All-Star de Canada West en 2024-25. Elle a gagné le championnat Can West dans cette épreuve l'année passée. En 2023-24, elle était la recrue de l'année U-Sport et Canada West. Et l'année passée, était aussi la nageuse de l'année. Donc, elle a vraiment beaucoup de titres à son nom.
So 2:54.94 at the touch, halfway point of the breaststroke. That will still go to Olivia Brenson. She's been pretty confident so far in this swim, but still plenty of racing left to go.
Yeah, Alexandre really reeling in Olivia Brenson right now, but both of them differentiating themselves from the field. This is going to be a big battle heading into the freestyle leg.
As lane force Alexandre Lepage will slowly inch up, but it's still too close to call. First touch will go to Alexandre Lepage, coasting to the wall at 3:35.62. Here we go. Last 4 lengths, this time freestyle.
Donc, les deux nageuses avec un kick fort, on dirait qu'il leur reste encore beaucoup d'énergie pour finir cette course. Pour moi, c'est toujours ça que je regarde à la fin d'une course pour voir à quel point quelqu'un a de l'énergie. C'est l'eau blanche derrière eux. Mais ça va être vraiment une bonne course entre les deux nageuses, Alexandre Lepage et Olivia Brenson, avec moins de, presque juste 1,50 qui leur reste.
Lepage, Brendan, that's 1 and 2, 4:09.50 and 4:10.11 respectively. We got ourselves a competition here. It's still going to be Lepage and Brendan as they come down the last stretch. It's a final battle down on the wall.
Emma Spence looks to be solidifying her 3rd place. She earned silver in this event at the 2022 U Sports and has 1 career U Sports gold in the 2023 200 breast. Is she adding another medal to her title? Looks like it.
Lepage will take the A final. 4:42.17 is the final time. She gets the gold in this event, so congrats to her. Was behind for the majority of the race, but came back with a vengeance and took down this event in comfortable fashion.
Olivia Brenson a baissé son temps de ce matin de 8 secondes. C'est vraiment une performance dominante pour elle et je pense que tout le monde est un peu, pas nécessairement surpris de voir ça. Je suis sûre qu'elle s'entraîne vraiment fort, mais c'est vraiment une performance dominante pour elle.
Well, we've got our next event, the men's 400-meter IM.
Oui, nous allons maintenant passer à la finale C chez les messieurs au 100 mètres IM de Laval dans le couloir 1, Tristan Labarre. In lane 2 from the UBC Thunderbirds, Olivier Risque. In lane 3 from UFC, Xavier Pimentel. In lane 4 from Laurier, Owen Jibb. In lane 5 from Ottawa, Alex Stropel. In lane 6 from UVic, Drew Edwards. In lane 7 from Dal, Morgan Sparks. And in lane 8 from the Western Mustangs, Hayden Bartok.
So here we go, see final 16 lengths of the pool, starting out with the butterfly section.
Ces hommes sortent vraiment vite dans le 400 AM. Ça va être un vraiment bon 100 mètres de papillon pour eux avant de passer au dos, à la brasse et au papillon.
So the first touch will go over to lane 1, Tristan Labarre. 27.25 is the time at the touch, halfway point of the butterfly section. As they come down the remainder of the butterfly section, starting to see a couple of leaders going out front. This time, the touch will still go to Tristan Labarre. 58.18, concluding the butterfly section. Plenty of racing left to go. Backstroke in procession at this point.
Yeah, we're really seeing what we called outside smoke when two swimmers, or like any swimmer in an outside lane, is winning the race. Right now, we have both lane 1 and lane 8 that are performing dominantly. Hayden Bartok, really more of a distance freestyler, coming out in the 400 IM. Nice to see with a time of 4:30.53 this morning. Tristan Labarre a nagé ce matin avec un temps de 4:30.32. Est-ce qu'il va être capable de passer en dessous de la barre de 4:30 ce soir? C'est sûr qu'avec sa performance au 100 fly, c'est ce qu'il essaie de faire.
So lane touch will still go over to Tristan Labarre, leading ever so slightly in this race as we enter the halfway point and the last part of the backstroke parts.
On voit vraiment les nageurs de dos ressortir ici en force dans le couloir 7 de Dal. Morgan Sparkles va maintenant prendre la deuxième position. Tristan Labarre toujours en avance.
So concluding the backstroke part and the halfway point, 2:07.30 is the time. Again, Tristan Labarre leading so far in breaststroke, but still lots to go.
Tristan Labarre encore en avance. Il y a une cadence très rapide dans sa brasse. Dans un 400e, ça va vraiment dépendre à quel point tu as une bonne force. Alexandre Lepage, qui a gagné le 400e, elle a une cadence plutôt lente avec beaucoup de puissance dans chaque traction. Tristan Labarre, par contre, nage avec une cadence vraiment élevée. Ça prend beaucoup d'énergie et on voit dans le couloir 2, Olivier Risk est en train de peut-être rattraper Tristan. Oui, il a pris l'avance dans le couloir 2.
So it looks like Risk has overtaken Labarre at the last couple of turns rather. So ending out the breaststroke section, it appears to be lane 2's very own Olivier Risk, who will end 3:22.77 at the turn.
Donc, Olivier Riss, c'est un nageur de distance au libre. Donc, voir qu'il a pris une remontée, il a passé des personnes à la brasse, ça parle de à quel point il a travaillé sur tous ces styles différents pour ce 400e. Mais je serais vraiment surpris si quelqu'un est capable de le rattraper maintenant dans le 100 libre parce que c'est vraiment sa spécialité, le libre.
Risk now starting to inch himself away more than a full body length, almost a half pool length at this point. 3:52.59 at the turn.
Oui, et on va voir qu'il ne reste pas beaucoup à cette course, mais Olivier Riss est vraiment différencié de toute sa compétition. Tristan Labarre est en train de garder sa position, mais dans le couloir 4 de Laurier, Alex Stropel, Owen Jibb va être capable de le prendre. Oui, il est arrivé deuxième, mais Olivier Riss a pris la première position.
As the 2025 U Sports Men's Volleyball Championship presented by Sunrise Credit Union ticket packages are almost sold out, so be sure to click the QR code at the bottom of your screen right now or visit usportstickets.ca to guarantee your seat today.
Et passons maintenant à la finale B. Dans le couloir 1 de Laval, Hugo Janvier. In lane 2 from Calgary, Patrick McCloy. In lane 3 from Calgary, Aiden Lucanar. In lane 4 from Alberta, Diego Paz. Dans le couloir 5 de McGill, Yegor Semenyuk. Dans le couloir 6 des Mustangs, Rowan Yu. Dans le couloir 7 de McGill, Keenan Gander. Et dans le couloir 8 de Ottawa, Colin Shearer.
Here we go, another 16 lengths of the pool. This is the B final of the men's 400-meter IM. So once again, the meet record was set all the way back in 2003, so 22 years ago. 4:02.72 set by Brian Johns. As we enter the halfway point of the butterfly section, the first touch is going to go to Yegor Semenyuk, 27.12 at the halfway point of the butterfly section.
Il y a quelques nageurs ici qu'on a vu déjà. Aiden Lucanar de Calgary a déjà nagé ce soir, donc on va voir qu'est-ce qu'il est capable de faire dans cette épreuve, sa deuxième épreuve de la soirée.
As Semenyuk will look to conclude the butterfly portion with 57.89. He flip turns forward with a backstroke, but it's going to be a pretty hard challenge against him right over in lane 4, Diego Paz. He's starting to inch a little closer at this point.
Oui, les nageurs de McGill dans cette série s'entraînent avec Savannah King, qui est une olympienne de distance. C'est elle qui s'occupe de leur groupe de distance. C'est une très, très bonne coach qui les travaille vraiment fort. Et aussi avec Peter Carpenter et Nikki Van Noor qui complimente le coaching staff. Ben, Peter, c'est l'entraîneur-chef, mais le staff de McGill. On voit ça ressort des très belles performances des nageurs de McGill dans la piscine en ce moment.
Semenyuk, 1:31.67 at the touch. as they look to conclude the backstroke section. Semeniuk still holding off Paz from lane 4, holding Paz off as lane 5 Semeniuk will look to conclude the backstroke section. 2:05.21, here we go.
Ce que j'adore vraiment voir durant ces grosses compétitions comme les U-Sports, c'est toutes les équipes sur le bord de la piscine qui encouragent leurs nageurs. Souvent dans une épreuve comme le 400 AM, qui est peut-être pas l'épreuve la plus excitante sur papier parce que c'est plus long, ça prend plus d'énergie. Au U-Sport, vraiment, tous les nageurs encouragent leurs coéquipiers. Ça devient vraiment plus un sport d'équipe qu'un sport individuel.
Semeniuk still leading the rest of the pack. He's been your leader for the majority of this race as he comes down to the halfway point of the breaststroke section, touching at 2:43.35.
Oui, comme on a vu déjà toute la soirée, la brasse, c'est vraiment la section qui va différencier les nageurs. Aiden Lukenar, il est pas mal fort à la brasse, donc va être-il capable de faire une remontée? Ou est-ce que Yegor Semeniuk va être capable de garder son avance?
Still with the remainder of the breaststroke section, this time Diego Paz is starting to inch a little closer, trying to overtake Igor Semeniuk. A close battle to the wall to conclude the breaststroke section, and this time the touch will go to Diego Paz, 3:21.97. He has taken the lead.
On a vraiment une bonne course ici. Tous les hommes dans la piscine ont vraiment remonté l'énergie en passant au libre. On voit vraiment du gros kick, des bras rapides. Moi, j'aurais vraiment aucune énergie dans la fin d'un 400 AM, mais tous les hommes ici essaient de faire leur remontée puis solidifier leur place dans cette finale.
Well, it looks like Diego Paz has really reserved his energy because he's just gotten himself an almost full body length lead at the halfway point of the freestyle section, 3:51.77 at the wall.
Oui, exactement. C'est ça qui est dur dans une épreuve comme ça, savoir conserver ton énergie, pas trop en dépenser au début de la course pour être capable de bien finir en force. Puis c'est exactement ce que Diego Paz est en train de faire en ce moment.
As they look to conclude, from mostly behind but now in the lead, Diego Paz will dominantly take the B final, 4:24.7 as the final time. Congratulations to him for taking the B final, and a great effort to all the swimmers here.
The results on the board are now official. Swimmers, please clear the pool.
Colin Shearer de Ottawa, arrivant deuxième dans cette série, un peu de nulle part. On n'a pas trop vu de lui durant cette course, mais vraiment capable de revenir en force à la fin de ce 400 AM.
So here is the start list of the A finals for the men's 400-meter IM.
Yes.
The fastest qualifier is in lane 4. Tanner Cole of the UBC Thunderbirds, 4:15.45 was his qualifying time.
Yeah, another star-studded final in lane 1 from the Calgary Dinos, two-time U-Sports medalist Charlie Scalenda. In lane 2 from the UBC Thunderbirds, Team Canada swimmer at the Santiago Pan Am Games, Hugh McNeil. In lane 3 from the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, three-time OUA medalist Brendan Oswald. In lane 4 from the UBC Thunderbirds, 2024-25 Canada West Rookie of the Year and first-team All-Star Tanner Cole. In lane 5 from the University of Toronto Varsity Blues, three-time defending national champion. In the 400-meter individual medley, Jacob Gallant. In lane 6 from the Calgary Dinos, 2024 Canadian Championship, 400-meter IM bronze medalist Carter Scheffel. In lane 7 from the Calgary Dinos, two-time top 10 finalist at the 2024-25 Canada West Championships, Matthew Sergianis. In lane 8 from the McGill Redbirds, 2024-25 RCQ bronze medalist, Romain Van Moen.
So that'll round out your A finals of the men's 400-meter IM. 16 lengths of the pool separate these men from the end result and from a gold, silver, or bronze completion. The question is, who will come out on top? As the lights are on, the swimmers are at the blocks. Here we go. 16 lengths of the pool. This is the A final of the men's 400-meter IM.
So it looks like there was a false start. The false start rope is down.
It seems that the swimmers took a bit of a while to hear it, just very focused in the moment. And, well, they're going to have to come back here and reserve their energy. This is actually the first time that I've seen it happen at U Sports. Didn't happen 7 years ago, but it's always the first time for everything.
Yeah, so false start will happen when there's either a problem with the starting or somebody left early or someone didn't go. So as you saw, Jacob Gallant did not dive into the pool. They're now setting up the false start ropes as the swimmers take their time to head back. They really, when you have a false start, take your time, conserve your energy. I mean, it takes so much to get ready for these races, have the adrenaline, like all of your energy is getting ready for this. And whenever you have anything go wrong, it's really hard. It gets in your head. So when you're at a national championship like this, you really want to make sure that your head's in the right space.
And I was about to say, especially for a long-distance event or a relatively long-distance event like this one, 16 lengths of the pool, that's quite a lot of swimming to do. So to burn out that quickly is definitely not good, especially for something like this.
Yeah, exactly. Moi, c'est juste de me demander à quel point ça va affecter leur course, surtout dans une course aussi longue que celle-ci. Et vraiment, dans un 400 AM, il faut que tout aille parfaitement pour toi. C'est pas difficile quand tu as 16 longueurs de la piscine à faire. Ça prend beaucoup d'énergie. Et maintenant, je pense que les officiels vont essayer de décider c'est quelle épreuve qui va passer. Des fois, on va passer à la finale C, puis c'est elle qui va nager et on va revenir. Mais un gros championnat comme ça, c'est pas nécessairement la meilleure chose à faire parce que tout le monde est prêt pour la finale A du 400 AM. C'est ça qu'on est venu voir. Donc, on va voir ce qu'ils décident de faire. Et on dirait que les athlètes commencent à ressortir. On va probablement passer directement à la finale A. Beaucoup de nageurs de l'Université de Toronto sont derrière Jacob Gallant. Ça va être vraiment une grosse course pour lui parce que c'est sa chance de faire un Grand Slam, ce qui arrive quand tu gagnes 4 fois de suite.
So as we await for the officials to approve and to let out the swimmers once again, here they come, slowly coming out. Once again, still the A final of the men's 400-meter IM still in play here.
C'est vraiment beau à voir en ce moment. Tous les nageurs autour de la piscine sont derrière ces 8 nageurs dans la piscine en ce moment, derrière les blocs en ce moment. Tout le monde sait ce qui se passe dans la tête, tout le monde connaît le stress, tout le monde reconnaît à quel point c'est la course de la compétition pour quelques-uns de ces nageurs. Et avoir quelque chose comme ça qui arrive où tu n'es pas nécessairement exactement préparé, c'est pas à quoi tu t'attendais, ça peut vraiment jouer dans la tête parce que c'est vraiment un sport aussi physique que mental. Donc, voir tous les athlètes ici reprendre leur force et revenir derrière les blocs. Je vais faire une mention spéciale pour les 2 nageurs où c'est leur premier U Sports, Tanner Cole et Carter Sheffel. Ça vient avec de l'expérience, être capable de reprendre d'une mauvaise course, d'être capable de rebondir. Et c'est ça qu'ils vont être capables. On va voir c'est qui va être le mieux capable de faire. So what I was saying was that in an event like this, when you have something that doesn't necessarily go your way, it takes experience. So it'll be interesting to see how the 2 rookies perform. But you can really hear the energy in the crowd right now. Everyone is getting behind and rallying behind these 8 swimmers.
I mean, you're going to have to really draw on the energy of them as here we go, 16 lengths of the pool. Now, this time the start is proper.
Et c'était absolument silencieux sur le départ. Personne voulait affecter le départ de la course pour ces hommes. The start was absolutely silent. Every single person in this building was quiet to make sure not to disrupt the start for these swimmers. Pour le moment, on dirait qu'ils n'ont pas trop été affectés. Tous les nageurs semblent bien commencer avec leur premier 50 de papillon.
First touch at the wall will go to Tanner Cole. 27.22 is the time at the halfway point of the butterfly section.
Mais Jacob Gallant, pas loin derrière lui, seulement quelques centimes. c'est vraiment le premier 50 qui va jouer dans la tête. Il y en a qui ont peut-être sorti un peu trop rapidement, il y en a qui ont peut-être sorti un peu trop lentement. Ça va être vraiment à reprendre maintenant dans le dernier 350-300 mètres. C'est là que tu vas rentrer dans ton rythme et vraiment ressentir tout l'effort que tu as mis et où tu es supposé d'être.
And the conclusion of the butterfly section will go to Tanner Cole. 58.12 is the touch time at the wall. Here we go, 4 lengths of backstroke.
Yeah, Brendan Oswald in second place right now. He is a 400 IM menace, and I don't use that word lightly. He is strong in every single event and such a hard worker, so he's going to be one to watch during this section of the race. Mais Tanner Cole, il fait vraiment sa différenciation. Il est presque déjà un quart devant le reste de la compétition.
And first touch at the halfway point of the backstroke section. 1:36.4 is the time. Tanner Cole once again touching the wall first.
Et au dos, on voit Tanner Cole, Jacob Gallant et Brendan Oswald à l'avance. Et dans le couloir 7, Matthew Sigrianis de l'Université de Calgary avec eux. Mais je vais le répéter encore, c'est vraiment la brasse qui va faire la différence. Et Jacob Gallant, il a vraiment une bonne brasse. C'est ça qui l'a fait gagner les 3 derniers championnats U-Sport au 400 AM. Et ça, c'est sa chance de rattraper Tanner Cole et en gagner une 4e pour gagner un Grand Slam.
And now you're really starting to hear the crowd right now in the breaststroke section trying to push through. Here we go towards the halfway point of the breaststroke section. Tanner Cole has been out in front in the lead in very confident fashion. He will look to touch the wall first in this part of the breaststroke section. 2:37.57 is his time on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, Tanner Cole, defending Canada West champion in this event, 2 times medalist in this event at the Canada Championships, bronze in 2024, silver in 2023. He was the Canada West Rookie of the Year and Canada West First Team All-Star. But he is currently getting chased down by Jacob Gallant. OUA Dr. Gino Tahani IM Award from 2022 to 2025. OUA Award of Distinction, medals at 3+ OUA championships. He's the defending U Sports champion in this event. Like, this is going to be really, I mean, for Tanner, like a dominant swim, and for Jacob, really his chance to solidify his name in the record books.
3:12.72 is the touch at the end of the breaststroke section. Tanner Cole, your race-long leader, confidently taking down the first 3 sections. Here he goes as he reaches down the halfway point of the freestyle section. But as you mentioned, Ainsley, Jacob Gallant still keeping this within doable distance. First touch by Tanner Cole again, 3:44.12.
Oui, un dernier 50 et Jacob Gallant va faire tout ce qu'il est capable de faire pour le rattraper. Mais Tanner Cole, il a l'air vraiment fort dans sa performance pour ce dernier 50. C'est un nageur de IM qui est vraiment, vraiment solide. Mais toute l'équipe de l'Université de Toronto est derrière Jacob Gallant en ce moment.
It's the last stretch. Here comes Tanner Cole. He will look to take this in dominating fashion as he touches first. 4:13.67 is the final time. And he's followed right behind him by Jacob Gallant. 4:16.08. It's a very confident swim for all of Tanner Cole. Congratulations to him.
Et je dois dire, la capacité que Jacob a montré à remonter sur le bloc et renager sa course, parce que je pense qu'au début, il n'était pas sûr s'il allait être capable de renager après ce faux départ. Donc pour lui, être capable d'arriver 2e est vraiment une nage vraiment solide.
Well, stay tuned. We'll be back with more live action. Next up is our 50 backstroke and 400 IM medal ceremonies. So you're watching U Sports Live on CB.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
Early mornings, late nights, every rep, every sacrifice leading to this.
Fueled by BioSteel, the best get the chance to make their mark. One weekend, one shot at glory.
Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These ops ain't lit. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that chip. Win, 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 win.
It's now time for our next 4 medal ceremonies. All of tonight's silver medalists will earn second team All-Canadian honors, while our gold medalists will be named 2025 first team All-Canadians. Up first is the women's 50-meter backstroke. Here to present the medals is 2-time Olympian and former U Sports Women's Swimmer of the Year, Julie Howard Johnson. Receiving the bronze medal from Brock University, Tatum O'Connor. Receiving the silver medal from University of British Columbia, Bridget Burton. And receiving the gold medal from the University of British Columbia, Eloise Allen. Congratulations and thank you, Julie. Next up, the men's 50-meter backstroke. Here to present is former standout middle distance swimmer and U of T Hall of Famer, Chris Rockingham. Receiving the bronze medal from University of Toronto, Andrew Herman. Receiving the silver medal from University of British Columbia, Blake Tierney. And receiving the gold medal from University of British Columbia, Finley Knox. Congratulations and thank you, Chris. And now the medal presentation for the women's 400 IM. Making the presentation is former national champ in this event and U of T Athlete of the Year, Vanessa Treasure. Receiving the bronze medal from University of British Columbia, Emma Spence. Receiving the silver medal from University of Alberta, Olivia Brenzen. And receiving the gold medal from University of Calgary, Alexandre Lepage. Congratulations and thank you, Vanessa. And now our medalist for the men's 400-meter IM. Making the presentation is a former national champion in this event, elite level coach and 1973 Varsity Blues captain, Dr. Terry Bryan. Receiving the bronze medal from University of British Columbia, Hugh McNeil. Receiving the silver medal from University of Toronto, Jacob Gallant. And receiving the gold medal from University of British Columbia, Tanner Cole. Congratulations and thank you, Terry.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the medal ceremonies, the second one of the night here at the 2025 U Sports Swimming Championships Day 1 Finals on CBC. My name is Amos Vang, and joined alongside me is Ainsley McMurray. We have been your commentators for this entire day, for this entire night rather, as well for the next 2 nights as well. This is our favorite part of the night, Ainsley, as we've got the team relays right now at this point. We've got universities duking it out to see who's the best in each and every single event. We still got a number of finals here, but now with the women's 400-meter freestyle relay, here comes the first heat.
Dans le couloir 3, nous avons Acadia. Dans le couloir 4, nous avons Guelph. Et dans le couloir 5, nous avons les Brock Badgers.
So in this final, Acadia will be in lane 3. University of Guelph in lane 4, and Brock Badgers in lane 5 in this final.
Donc, personnellement, cette épreuve est mon épreuve préférée de toute la compétition. This is my favorite event of all of the meets. C'est vraiment pour voir la capacité d'une équipe à avoir 4 filles qui sont capables de faire un 100 mètres vite. Et souvent, tu n'as pas la capacité, on a seulement 18 personnes sur chaque équipe, donc tu n'as pas nécessairement la capacité d'avoir 4 filles qui nagent le 400 mètres libre. Donc souvent, il y a des filles de 50, des filles de 200 ou même des filles de 400 que les équipes vont mettre dans ce relais. Donc c'est vraiment intéressant de voir c'est quoi les spécialités de chaque nageuse. So what I was saying was that because you're only allowed to bring 18 swimmers, it's rare that a team will have 4 girls who specialize, or guys who specialize in the 100 freestyle. So often teams will pull 50 freestylers or 200 freestylers, even 400 freestylers to swim this event. Sometimes you'll even get like a 200 breaststroker, throw her in, let's put a relay because this event is so fun. So it's nice to see the different skills of each athlete and what they're particularly good at.
The Brock Badgers leading so far. They have been your race-long leader in this final. This is the second portion of the freestyle relay.
We have Acadia University. In lane 4, we have University of Guelph. And in lane 5, we have Brock University.
So Brock has actually had really dominant performances on their relay this year. I mean, they were a team that when I started 6 years ago, no one really talked about. But since Dave Lang has taken over the program, they have really excelled. I mean, at OUAs, they won a relay. And for a program, that speaks volumes. It's great to have 1 star you know, but that doesn't make a program. But when you have 4 girls that you can put together and win a 4x50 medley at OUAs against dominant teams like Western, like U of T, that really speaks to the quality of a program, the coaching, and the buy-in of the athletes. Donc, ce que je disais, que les Brock Badgers, cette année, ils performent vraiment bien. Au championnat provinciaux ontarien, ils ont gagné un relais. Et ça parle vraiment du programme que Dave Ling a bâti à Brock. Quand moi, j'ai commencé il y a 6 ans, honnêtement, on parlait pas tant d'eux. Je sais même pas s'il y avait des athlètes qualifiés au U-Sport. Mais maintenant, ils sont capables d'avoir un relais au niveau provincial qui gagne contre des équipes dominantes comme Toronto ou Western et avoir un relais au U-Sport en train de gagner.
As you said, Ainsley, the Brock Badgers having really done their work and have really gone forward in becoming a very strong team, especially as we see in this final. Brock Badgers still leading by almost 2 body lengths, 251 at the final part of this freestyle relay. Brock is looking dominant.
You are exactly correct. And as we can see behind the blocks, the Guelph girls and I mean all of the teammates are just cheering them on. That's my favorite part about relays, is really that team atmosphere and how it's not just you're doing it for the whole team. I had my performances on relays never even compared to my individual swims. Like, I would swim so much faster, and not just because of a relay takeover. It was really the energy of having a team behind you. And now you can really see Guelph making a push on this last leg.
I was just about to say that Guelph is really making a push there. Can they do it? This is going close. What was once a 2 full body length lead has now come down to the line. Can Guelph catch up to them? Looks like they will. They come down on the wall. Guelph edges out 3:51.94 at the very last second.
Et ça, c'est 2 équipes qui nagent l'une contre l'autre souvent en Ontario, donc c'est vraiment une bonne course à voir.
As the 2025 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship Tournament packages and single game tickets are on sale now, be sure to click the QR code at the bottom of your screen right now, or visit usportstickets.ca to order your tickets today.
Et maintenant, nous allons passer à la série 2 des finales du 4x100 mètres libre. Dans le couloir 2, l'Université de Alberta. Dans le couloir 3, l'Université de Victoria. Dans le couloir 4, les Dalhousie Tigers. Dans le couloir 5, l'Université de Laval. Dans le couloir 6, MAC. Et dans le couloir 7, les Waterloo Warriors.
So here we go with the B final, as you mentioned. 6 teams competing in this one, as all the team members step onto the blocks. Here we go.
And in the water right now for MAC, I'm pretty sure that they have led off with Shauna DeYoung, who was the silver medalist in the 50 free last year. So she is going to come out guns a-blazing, as you can see. Dans le couloir 6 de MAC, Shauna DeYoung, elle est vraiment une force dans le sprint. Elle a gagné la médaille d'argent dans le 50 libre l'année passée. Et elle a solidifié... elle a égalité avec le couloir 6 après le premier 50.
So UVic and Mac, you tying at the wall as they entered the latter part of the first section of the freestyle relay. It's still anybody's game at this point. 4 teams now vying for the lead as they begin to conclude the first section of the freestyle. The first touch at the wall this time will go to the University of Alberta. 57:20 is the time.
Et à chaque fois qu'une nouvelle nageuse s'apprête à plonger dans la piscine, on peut entendre les cris d'équipe, l'encourageant avant de plonger et commencer son 100 mètres, parce qu'il n'y a vraiment pas de temps à attendre dans un 100 mètres libre. Il faut vraiment commencer rapidement. Before all of these swimmers dive in, you can hear all the teammates yelling and screaming and cheering on, because there is no time to waste in 100 free. It's a fast swim. Most of these girls going under a minute, closer to 56, 55 even. So there's no time to dilly-dally. You need all the adrenaline and energy you can get.
So 1:24.08 at the touch. First team touching is University of Alberta, but it's still a close race between them and McMaster University. This time the touch will still go to the University of Alberta, 154.58 at the halfway point here.
This is a really tight race between lane 2 and lane 3, and then between 4, 5, and 6. Super exciting. I mean, that's part of the reason why I love this race, but it can flip on a dime depending on who they have. You do need 4 girls. You need to have 4 girls together to have a really solid 4x1 free, and that seems what these girls are able to do in lane 2 for Alberta and 3 for Vic. Ça prend vraiment 4 filles pour monter un vraiment bon relais. C'est ça qui semble avoir dans le couloir 2 avec l'Université d'Alberta et l'Université de Victoria. Quelque chose dont se rappeler, c'est des finales directes. Donc, le meilleur temps de cette série peut se qualifier contre les filles dans la finale A. Donc, on va devoir se rappeler c'est quoi le temps final que ces filles font. Ils compétitionnent pas juste contre les filles dans la piscine, mais aussi les filles dans les séries après.
So 2:52.79 as we enter the final section of the freestyle relay. Still, the University of Alberta, your race-long leaders so far. But for a little while there, UVic almost had them, but just fell behind at this point. It's still going to be the University of Alberta touching the wall first at the halfway point of this last section. 3:23.7 is the time.
Yeah, something to note here is that these times will stack up against the A finalists, so they're not just racing against each other, they're racing against the clock to make sure that the times that they put up here will compete with the next 8 teams in the I guess I called it the A final. Heat 3 of this 4x1 free final. Mac really seems to be catching Alberta here. On va voir s'ils vont être capables de toucher en premier.
So Mac will touch first, 3:53.2. After they were behind for the vast majority of the swim, they come out at the very last second and take it over the University of Alberta.
Oui, McMaster a touché en premier, juste à la fin de la course, après être en arrière pour presque toute la course. Et c'est ça qui rend un relais vraiment excitant, c'est quand quelqu'un est capable de sortir et trouver cette énergie et rattraper quelqu'un.
Well, the lights are turned off as we have the starting list of the third heat of the women's 400 freestyle relay. All eyes on the UBC Thunderbirds, University of Calgary Dinos, McGill University, and U of T. These 4 teams are definitely ones that you gotta look out for to take the last one.
So U of T has won this relay the last 3 years. This is my baby. This is the race that I love to watch. So all of my money is on U of T just from a history perspective. But I am sure that with their 2 Olympians, UBC is going to be putting together an amazing performance. Dans le couloir 1, l'Université de Manitoba. Dans le couloir 2, les Western de Mustang. Dans le couloir 3, McGill. Dans le couloir 4, UBC. Dans le couloir 5, l'Université de Calgary. Dans le couloir 6, vos nageurs de l'Université de Toronto. Dans le couloir 7, Lethbridge. Et dans le couloir 8, l'Université de Ottawa.
The lights are on. The teams are about to step on the blocks. Here we go, the third heat of the women's 400-meter freestyle relay. 16 lengths to go. McGill, Thunderbirds, Dinos, and Varsity Blues, look out for these 4.
So I have a feeling that this short course record is in trouble. I mean, the women on this relay also has 2 Olympians from Catherine Savard, Camille Bergeron-Miron, Ariane Mainville, and Sandrine Mainville. Their short course time of 3:36.34 set in 2017 was a dominant performance that hasn't been broken since then. Let's see if UBC is going to be able to rattle that.
So UBC will get the first touch, 26.38. It's still a blistering speed for all 8 competitors here.
Yeah, Emma O'Cronin really setting the lead. Emma O'Cronin est en avance pour UBC. Gardez vos yeux sur l'horloge parce que je pense que UBC a une chance de rabaisser ce record short course d'un temps de 3:36:34 établi en 2017 par Catherine Savard, Camille Bergeron-Miron, Ariane Mainville et Sandrine Mainville de l'Université de Montréal. Ce relais avait également 2 Olympiennes.
55:19 is the time UBC concludes the first quarter of this 400-meter freestyle relay. U of T falling behind the fourth. This is still pretty early, but that's a little bit of a strange performance there.
Having Emma O'Cronin as your lead is always going to be an advantage for UBC, and now Anna Dumont-Bélanger is in the water for them. Avoir Emma O'Cronin comme première pour votre relais est toujours un avantage, et maintenant Anna Dumont-Bélanger est dans l'eau pour eux.
UBC still in the lead. This time U of T has improved to number 3 so far in the race. Still anybody's game. 1 second separates the top 3 teams so far in the race. Here we go. The halfway point coming in. UBC will touch first. 1:57.3.
Yeah, Gemma Norman from McGill trying to catch Liz Ling. Gemma Norman from U of T trying to catch Liz Ling from McGill and Calgary. Still, U of T still sitting in 4th, but much closer now with Gemma Norman de Toronto essayé de son mieux de rattraper Liz Ling de McGill et Calgary. Toronto en 4e place en ce moment, mais avec Katie Maravino qui essaie de faire la remontée.
UBC still 2:16.67. Your race long leader with a comfortable 2 body length lead so far as they reach the last length of the 3rd section of this relay.
Oui, dans le couloir 3 pour McGill, Maya McGann va plonger dans l'eau. Kyla Sanchez pour UBC, l'Olympienne, elle rentre avec un temps de 51 pour UBC. Personne ne va la toucher en ce moment. UBC, sans une disqualification, ils ont gagné ce relais. Et Tegan Vanderleek pour Toronto rentre dans l'eau.
UBC will lead once again 2:45.57 at the turn. Final leg of the freestyle relay.
Yeah, Kyla Sanchez has entered with a 51 for her 100 free. That is an absolutely speedy time. So without a disqualification, UBC has won this relay. Now it's going to be, can U of T catch McGill for 3rd? Can McGill catch Calgary for 2nd? That's really, I mean, everyone wants to watch 1st place, but that's where the race is. En ce moment, la course est entre McGill, Calgary et Toronto pour la 2e et 3e place. On va voir ce qu'ils sont capables de faire.
Here they come down the final stretch. Can she catch the record? She will not catch the record, but she will take the event. UBC confidently takes 3:37.78, and then followed by the University of Calgary Dinos, and then in 3rd place, U of T will have to concede for 3rd, 3:45.95. But UBC this time will break the win streak, 3:37.78, just 2/100ths of a second shy from the pool record.
I don't know if I would call U of T's 3rd place a concession. Those girls look ecstatic. Tegan Vanderleek really able to reel McGill in for that 3rd place. She looks so happy. UBC was not able to shatter that 2017 record held by the University of Montreal team, just to show you how incredibly fast that record is. Les filles de Toronto ont l'air vraiment contentes avec leur 3e place, capables de rattraper McGill juste à la fin. Mais même les filles de UBC n'ont pas été capables de briser le record de l'Université de Montréal en 2017. Vous montrer à quel point c'était un relais rapide.
Here we go, men's 400-meter freestyle relay, the first of 2 finals.
In lane 1, McMaster. In lane 2, University of Manitoba. In lane 3, Acadia. In lane 4, you have the Waterloo Warriors. Dans le couloir 5, on a l'Université de Ottawa. In lane 6, the Dal Tigers. Dans le couloir 7, l'Université de Laval. And in lane 8, University of Regina.
So right off the bat, strong start from all parts of the pool, as the meet record is 3:12.92 set by UBC in February 24th, 2017. The first touch at the halfway point of the first section will go all the way over to lane 8. 23:99 is the time so far.
Ce relais 4x100 mètres chez les hommes va être un relais vraiment rapide. Avoir une équipe avec 4 hommes forts qui sont capables de compétitionner et démontre vraiment la qualité d'une équipe.
Once again, 50-28 is the time at the wall. Lane 8 will be touching first at that point. First quarter of this relay is over. Let's see what happens next. As all teams coming close down on the wall. Still the first touch over lane 8, 1:14.59 is the time at the halfway point of the second part of this relay.
Donc, dans le couloir 4, les Waterloo Warriors, ça fait vraiment longtemps qu'ils dominent dans ce 4x100 mètres. Ils semblent toujours avoir 4 bons sprinteurs hommes qui sont capables de former un vraiment bon relais. The Waterloo Warriors have historically been really dominant in this relay. They've always been able to put together a really strong relay of 4 men. They were led off by Kevin Zhang, who's been on the national team in the 200 butterfly, and he's just really strong across all of the sprint, free, and fly. L'équipe de Waterloo a eu Kevin Zhang qui a commencé pour eux et il est juste vraiment fort dans toutes les épreuves de sprint et de papillon.
2:05.29 is the touch of the wall. Waterloo Warriors now in the lead for the second time in this race so far as they look to hopefully get more into this time.
Donc, je parlais avec l'entraîneuse de Laurier hier et elle mentionnait à quel point c'est spécial d'avoir l'opportunité d'amener un relais. Il y a peut-être plusieurs, je ne sais pas pour ce relais-là, mais il y a des nageurs qui sont venus uniquement pour des relais. Si une équipe a un temps assez rapide qui qualifie un relais, ils sont capables d'amener 4 nageurs pour ce relais. Et elle disait que c'est vraiment spécial pour l'équipe d'avoir une équipe de relais. I was talking to the Laurier coach yesterday, and she mentioned how if you qualify a relay, so your relay hits a time fast enough, you can bring 4 people for that relay to use sports, and how special that is for team dynamics to be able to bring those extra 4 guys and have them race and really elevate the team.
So 2:56.09 is the time. Waterloo Warriors still leading up in front of the pack as they now have about a full body length away from the rest of the competition.
Et Waterloo va prendre la première place dans ce relais avec un temps de 3:22.58. 3:22.58 is going to be the time to beat for the next heat. Remember that these times do stack up against the next heat. Le temps de 3:22.58 va être le temps à battre pour la prochaine série parce que ces temps-là vont se comparer à la prochaine finale.
So now here's the start list for the second heat, the fastest heat of the men's 400-meter freestyle relay. Again, you're looking at University of British Columbia, U of T, University of Calgary, and McGill University, your 4 top teams qualifying for this particular relay.
And in lane 1, we have the University of Victoria with some pretty impressive fuzzy blue matching hats. You can see them on your screen right now. In lane 2, you have your Lethbridge Pronghorns. Dans le couloir 3, vous avez McGill. Dans le couloir 4, l'Université de Calgary. In lane 5, your UBC Thunderbirds. In lane 6, your University of Toronto Varsity Blues. In lane 7, your Western Mustangs. And in lane 8, the University of Alberta Golden Bears.
So that'll round out your A finals here. Again, the time to beat, the meet record is 3:12.92 set by UBC. The pool record 3:10.99 set all the way back in 2009. And the Canadian Here we go, 16 lengths of the pool. It's the relay, the men's freestyle relay 400 meters.
Yeah, swimmers to watch. In lane 3, Ossine Fedag. Regardez Ossine Fedag dans le couloir 3. We also have Kieran Stone for Western in the pool and Andrew Herman for U of T. Nous avons aussi Kieran Stone dans la piscine dans le couloir 7 pour Western et Andrew Herman dans le couloir 6. All of these swimmers have been in the pool already and put up dominant performances, definitely to watch. But right now, no one can touch UBC.
UBC 22-8-8 at the wall as they come down to the final part of the first quarter of this relay.
Yeah, so there's usually two strategies going into a 4x100 free. Sometimes you'll put your fastest swimmers first so that you get clear water and no one else can touch you, which is clearly what UBC is doing with Finley Knox out first and Blake Tierney out second. The other strategy is to put your fastest swimmers last and see if you can reel in. Donc la stratégie, il y a un peu deux stratégies différentes dans ce 4x100 mètres libre. Soit tu commences avec tes meilleurs nageurs, ce qu'ils ont clairement fait UBC en mettant Finley Knox et Blake Tierney 1-2. Mais c'est aussi possible de mettre tes meilleurs nageurs derniers puis voir s'ils sont capables de faire du rattrapage.
So at the wall again, UBC leading 110-2 for a comfortable lead early on as they approach the halfway point of the relay.
Yeah, Blake Tierney still holding strong, but Benjamin Winterborn and Stephen Calkins, who have both been on national teams in the past, are trying to reel him in. Blake Tierney est encore en avance, mais Benjamin Winterborn et Stephen Calkins essayent de le rattraper le mieux qu'ils peuvent. Et les troisièmes nageurs sont maintenant dans la piscine.
1:35.49 at the halfway point for UBC, still your race-long leader.
Bruno de Lemelin dans l'eau pour McGill. C'est un nageur dans sa 5e année universitaire. Il va tenter de gagner, de rattraper Toronto et Calgary pour gagner une médaille pour McGill. On the other side, Liam Weaver is trying his best to catch UBC. He is last year's 50 freestyle winner, trying to prove himself as a 100 freestyler as well, and he's doing just that, getting right up to the feet of UBC.
UBC still, regardless, is in a very comfortable lead as they end this third part of the relay. 2:23.40 is the time. Here we go, the last four lengths rather.
Yeah, quite a hefty lead for UBC right now. I said they put their fastest guys first, but who knows? I mean, their second two guys are putting up pretty strong performances as well. Thomas McDonald in the water for Calgary right now. Is he going to be able to catch U of T, or are they, with Albert Boulay, going to be able to keep for second? Maintenant, UBC sont particulièrement en avance, mais Albert Boulay de Toronto et Thomas McDonald de Calgary essayent encore de faire une remontée. On va voir c'est qui est capable d'arriver deuxième et troisième.
Here we go, the last stretch coming down. UBC in dominating fashion. Can they catch the record? They will finish. Yes, they will. They beat the meet record. 3:11.80 is the final time. UBC taking this final in dominating fashion. They win the men's 400-meter freestyle relay.
Yes, a new record, and that record was previously held by Thornmeyer, Allen, Kissel, and Petty. I mean, those are some pretty big names in Canadian swimming as well, so quite a relay record to bring down by over a second. L'Université de la Colombie-Britannique vient d'abaisser le record du sport de plus qu'une seconde, un record qui a été établi en 2017 de Thornmeyer, Allen, Kissel et Petty. Et en deuxième position, vos nageurs de l'Université de Toronto. Quelle belle performance des hommes, et Calgary en troisième.
Well, that's day one, Ainsley. Lots of fast-paced action already right off the bat, and, well, we're just getting started here. It's just day one. We got plenty of action tomorrow and the day after. We're already seeing some pretty dominating performances, especially from UBC and also U of T, and also some standout performances from other universities as well. Ainsley, I'm looking forward to tomorrow already.
Yeah, really overall great performances. And I mean, like, we've seen the dominant teams quite a bit, but we also hear names like York. We've seen some swimmers from your alma mater, Carleton. So it's really been across the board just an incredible night of racing. We have 2 more days to go. I have a feeling more records are going to be beat. More PBs are going to be established. Cannot wait to see what everyone's going to bring out.
Yep, absolutely. Well, this will conclude day one finals of the 2025 U Sports Swimming Championships here at the University of Toronto on CBC. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at the same time with morning heats starting at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow and finals again at 5:30 p.m. also right here on CBC. Now, we'll throw it over to our in-pool announcers for the 4x100 medal ceremonies. From Ainsley McMurray and myself, Amos Vang, thank you so much for watching U Sports on CBC. We will see you tomorrow.
Merci beaucoup.
It's now time for our final two medal ceremonies of day one. All of tonight's silver medalists will earn second team All-Canadian honors, while our gold medalists will be named 2025 first team All-Canadians. Up first is the women's 4x100 freestyle relay. I'd like to call upon Ashley Sterling, formerly Varsity Blues swimmer and Vice Dean of Programs here at U of T's Faculty of Kinesiology and Physical Education, to make the presentations. Receiving the bronze medal from University of Toronto, Kayla Holder, Gemma Norman, Katie Maravino, and Tegan Vander Leek. Receiving the silver medal from University of Calgary, Eliza Hausman, Hannah Johnson, Alexandre Lepage, Hannah Bennett. And receiving the gold medal from University of British Columbia, Emma O'Coinan, Anna Dumont-Belanger, Bridget Burton, and Kayla Noel Sanchez. Congratulations, and thank you, Ashley. Next up, the men's 4x100 freestyle relay. We'd like to welcome Robin Campbell to make the presentations. Robin coached the Blues to 6 national titles and 10 straight OUA team titles, while also coaching at FISU Games and the Olympics and World Championships. Receiving the bronze medal from University of Calgary, Gibson Black, Stephen Calkins, Ethan Fast, and Thomas McDonald. Receiving the silver medal from University of Toronto, Andrew Herman, Ben Winterborn, Liam Weaver, and Albert Boulay. And receiving the gold medal from University of British Columbia, Blake Tierney, Jake Gaunt, Joel Blanco, and Finley Knox. Congratulations, and thank you, Robin. U Sports Swimming Championships. Day 2 gets underway with prelims tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. As you leave us tonight, please travel safely and thank you for supporting the 2025 U Sports Swimming Championships.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci à nous joindre pour journée numéro 1 des finales. On t'y parle, faites des voyages en toute sécurité et on te remercie encore pour écouter les championnats de natation du sport 2025 ici à l'Université de Toronto.
U Sports on CBC, presented by Les Championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Theraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, APAR, and by BioSteel.